But I'm an independent. But I'm an independent. But I'm an independent. I don't need no man. I got a black man on my arm. Where's yours?
Hi, I'm an educated bird brain. I make stuff up and expect you to take me seriously because I say down with the patriarchy. Don't you want to be a feminist like me?
How about no?
Down with the patriarchy! Down with the patriarchy! Down with the patriarchy! Down with the patriarchy!
The Bible says a foolish woman will tear down her own house with her own hands. Just look at the black community.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
Bitch, you on YouTube too!
What is going on, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to the Colosseum night. Tonight's theme is stay ahead of the curve. In other words, keep your head on the swivel. Don't hold your breath for black women to catch up, and don't hold your breath for this country not to be racist towards you. But stay ahead of the curve, keep your head on the swivel, and stay ahead of these knuckleheads. We have the Snowman joining us. What's going on, Snowman?
How you doing?
You said you had a story for me today?
Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, ever since Sophie Cunningham spoke her mind, a lot of the world has gone upside down.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So much so. And I can't believe I'm going to repeat this sentence. But former NBA player Enes Kanter. Oh. Yes, folks. If you remember Oklahoma City, that Enes Kanter, a first-round pick. Yeah, I know. First-round pick from the year 2011.
God. Anyway.
Exactly. Is going to declare for the 2027 WNBA draft.
Wait, what?
You had it right. Hold on. You had it right the first time. Huh? This is according to Yahoo Sports, where I first got the alert and nearly pissed myself laughing.
So, knowing you probably looked up his stats. What was his stats in the NBA? I'm curious.
I didn't look up the stats. I was too busy laughing.
They must not have been relevant for me to he's declaring for the WNBA, and he expects us to take him seriously.
Okay. I'm gonna touch on this on Monday.
I'm sure you and BGS are.
Me and BGS are gonna rip this to shreds on Monday.
I am quite sure you are. Don't nobody say shit.
Man, goddamn. I'm glad to be that gone. Man, I'm
We're glad to
like
have you.
3 weeks. I literally been trying to sign on art, BGS, ABB, and the sports channel that y'all run on money. Man, I thought YouTube would not leave you on. I didn't want to contribute.
Oh boy. Okay. Ennis Cantor, or Cantor Freedom, as he is known as.
NS Cantor. You said NS Cantor?
ENES Cantor. Kanter.
Yes. Okay.
The basketball player?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got feedback, AL. You got to turn your other feed off.
I'm only on one.
I don't know what it is, but I'm
I'll
hearing.
leave and come back and try to get.
Okay.
Okay, he has a.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Ennis Cantor declared, not is going to declare, ladies and gentlemen, declared
What the?
for the 2027 WNBA draft, citing eligibility guidelines on August 7th.
Hold on, that's me. What the hell?
What happened?
I don't know. But echo.
Hold on, let me check my settings.
Okay.
Yeah, my echo cancellation is on.
Hold on, wait a minute. Okay. I know it's you. Because I just you you have a feed or something?
No.
Huh.
I might have to. I'm not having an echo here at all. Although we had this problem late in the week on the morning show. So what I might do tomorrow is switch this mixer.
I think it's giving me feedback. Could I just muted you?
Yeah, I gotta switch this mixer. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Hold on a minute. Let me pull. Okay, because I just remembered I got two inputs.
Technical difficulties here, folks.
Technical difficulties. Not the first time, won't be the last. Here. There. Now all of my other inputs are closed.
No. Still getting it.
You still getting it? God damn. Yeah, I'll have to switch this mixer in the morning. But as I began to read, the former NBA player said he is not intending to mock anyone with his announcement.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He says, quote, "Since I'm blackballed from the NBA, insert joke here."
Why was he black?
His last name is Freedom, and he did that during the COVID season. That tell you something?
Oh. Why is I'm
I got my echo cancellation on. Should I turn it off?
See what happens when you turn it off.
All right.
Huh.
How's that?
Nah. I'm still getting it. Hold on, let me come in and come back.
Okay.
Let's see. Leave studio, yes.
You're already in, AL.
All right. Echo.
Not on my end, no. Am I echoing on your end?
No, so that was AD.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe leave.
Yeah, he
Yeah, it's definitely you, Snowman. You probably have to come in and come back.
No, that was you. Because me
No,
and him
no. Cause I checked. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not hearing anything anymore. Okay.
Yeah, it was you, like we said.
As I began to read, Ennis Cantor said, quote, "Since I'm blackballed from the NBA, should I put on a wig, identify as a woman, and start dominating the WNBA?" He wrote this on social media in 2023. Now he's going to act on it.
I say yes.
Now it's AL is echoing. Ah, boy.
The 34-year-old activist and former NBA player announced his desire to play in the W in a video posted on X. His declaration comes amid an ongoing debate. Scroll down here. Here, let me turn this microphone down. Maybe that'll help. And I'll turn this up. Or maybe my headset. Okay, that's better.
Say something, Al. Okay.
No, yeah. What's up? Yeah, I'm not echoing.
He's gonna do it. He has already declared.
Oh boy. If there ain't one thing, it's another.
Snowman, but he's got to wear the wig like Joanna Man though. That's the only requirement. He got to put it on the fake ball. He got to put on the goddamn wig. He got to do it. If he go for 35 on these hoes every night.
Eligibility guidelines.
So we have a real life Joanna Man now, huh?
Yep. In the
I really want to know what's the first thing these hoes gonna say when they find out this man gonna really do this. They gonna be screaming bloody murder. No.
Already screaming bloody murder. What the hell are you talking about? After what I saw with the Fever game today.
Did they win? I didn't get a chance to look.
They won.
Okay.
But DJ Carrington committed a flagrant foul against Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah, I saw that.
It
didn't get called.
Oh, the flagrant foul got called.
Oh, it did get called. Okay.
It absolutely got called. Because in essence, while Sophie Cunningham was in the air, DJ Carrington clotheslined her. And Sophie didn't like it.
These bitches must think they're middle linebackers in the NFL.
Well, DJ Carrington thought she was. Sophie.
Okay, his last season was 2022, and he averaged 3.7 points a game. His career average, believe it or not, it's not terrible. It's 11, but it's nothing to speak home about.
Mm-hmm.
He go come in here and straight shut these hoes.
What are the two things the WNBA sells the most?
Drama and clothes.
Yep.
Speaking of which, did they waive that technical off Caitlin?
They did rescind it.
Yeah, because that would have been ugly. Because that was just clearly her playing the game. She wasn't trying to shove that ref.
Which brings me to this. All the black YouTubers are up in arms.
About what?
That Caitlin's technical got rescinded.
Shout out to Mr. Z in the building.
What's
for
up,
the $5.
What's up, Z?
Mr. Z gets hold on 1 second. I can find my button here. Mr. Z gets a cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
You better thank you, donuts.
Like, share, subscribe, hit that cash app, support the show, hit the super chat, support the show. Hey Z, you might want to check out my last stream. What Naomi Wolf said about the Democrat Party is very telling. Very telling. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But back to sports here for a minute. Yeah, I saw Sophie Cunningham almost got clothesline in midair. She didn't have any position on the ball. Yeah, that was clearly a fake fragrant.
And the other thing is, I'll step out and come back because apparently my echo is very bad. Hang tight.
Okay.
Tried to say it was me and shit. God damn it. I'm innocent, man. I'm not an echoist. But how's it been going, AB? Oh, yeah. Now, go on and give me an update on that sorry-ass Indianapolis Cub training camp, because I know y'all going to finish second to last in the damn division this year. Jacksonville going to take their honorables. No, wait a minute. No, it's going to be Tennessee, then it's going to be the Colts, then Jacksonville, and we going to be the new
I haven't even
AFC
paid
champions.
attention. We'll see when the season starts.
Yeah, you already know. We have penciled shoe in for the Super Bowl this year. So go on and jump on the bandwagon while it's hot and early ready. Yeah, I'm giving you permission to jump on the bandwagon early. But when the season starts, I'm closing all doors on you, Negroes. So come on and jump on this bandwagon now.
With the Texans? Nah, I'll pass.
Oh, man, come on. Watch your mouth. You talking blasphemy now.
Oh, boy.
We finna walk through y'all like it's bad news.
No, that's some bullshit.
Nope, it's not going to be no bullshit because it's going to actually happen.
No,
Bullshit.
That's no way.
I know, but see, and I got something for his ass too, because they was talking last week, and I heard you, Snowman. I heard you, and I know you read my goddamn thing. You didn't want to say it out loud, but you know what I wrote you in there. You know what I'm saying? Talking about my quarterback regress when you know full and well he didn't have an offensive line last year, so we could run, and then he didn't have an offensive line to protect. So of course he was gonna have a bad year. It was a bad 3,000 yard year. It was a bad. We made the playoffs year, so I don't care for his first 3 years. Playoffs. But guess what? Y'all want instant ready. Oh, he should have took us to the Super Bowl. Hey, he's got to go through his aches and pains. Regardless, got to pay his dues before he gets up to the top of the level and make it to the Super Bowl. So, you know, I'm content with my quarterback's progression, you know, and now that we done went out and I got the general manager done what he should have did last year and bought an offensive line, y'all in the NFL's asses are grass.
Use a troll.
Yep.
Use a troll.
Yep.
No, I'm not. Hey, put that mirror in y'all funky faces. Y'all been trolling me. Y'all trolls. Not me. Y'all trolls. Not me.
AL, if you only knew how much I pick on you while I'm here. I'm ready for the season, though. I might be on the road.
Why are we getting back on?
Man, because I went out and came back in.
Okay. Because
is it me this time? Is it me this time? Is it me? Am I the
soundboard? It's echoing.
It's the mixer. God damn it. Fuck.
Technical difficulty.
It all started when y'all accusing me of being a troll. I'm not.
Oh boy. We'll just have to work this week up, and
I'll just mute when y'all talk.
But
if you rescind what you were saying about the Houston Texans, the echo might stop.
Oh, very funny. But I'm about the Colts. I'm not about the Colts because last year,
use a troll. I said that use a troll.
because last year I thought they was going to make the playoffs, and they lost the last game.
Yeah, they lost out the season, and that started in Pittsburgh.
So there you go.
They lost 8 consecutive games. Started 8-1 and then lost out the remainder of the season. The team we got to beat on the road is
fast starting. We thought we was doing some ain't worth nothing ass Indianapolis Bolts. Not the Colts, but the Bolts.
Okay.
All right.
I don't care about those okays and all rights. This is the goddamn truth. Fast started, and I just sit there and say, they finna tank down the season. I already know it. I mean, that was crap. And y'all was lucky enough to get Daniel Jones, because just think, if Anthony Richardson would have started, y'all would have took way more losses. And guess what? Y'all ain't got no choice but to play him this year, because y'all don't know what the hell Daniel Jones is going to do.
Richardson is a piece of shit. Fuck him.
Cool.
I hope they dump his ass in the sewer. What's a good one? What's a good one? Let me think.
Just be prepared to pay all that money you paid him if you want that to happen. Just be prepared.
We ain't paying him a goddamn thing because he ain't worth it.
He's under contract.
We still ain't paying him. Fuck him. But in all seriousness, we are going to have to absorb his contract if he plays or if he doesn't play. That's just bottom line. That's just money, bottom line.
And if memory serves me correct, Daniel Jones got injured, but y'all went ahead and decided, we're going to re-secure him while Richardson's under contract. I mean, that's like the dumbest GM moves in the history of football, period.
Yeah, but moving on. This weekend, Black people fuckery.
Which ended today.
Okay, you're gonna have to do that slow, man, because he's echoing. What the? Okay. Yeah.
Can't we be the first country to throw away, like,
Fuck wrong with you?
And you sitting here going through my fucking phone.
I go through whatever.
We're not going through phones.
Anything
right
in my
now.
house, I go through.
But
I'll go through that ass. Get the fuck back.
Class, this is the kind of bitch you avoid.
I swear to God, that hoe's retarded. She's got to be retarded.
All right, next week.
I thought we weren't doing it.
niggas wanna fuck me, kids wanna fuck me, aunties, everybody.
Oh yeah. We gotta talk about this fruity cake. Can you meet up something? We gotta talk about this fruity cake. This is Saucy Santana. He was on that no voting, no fucking video with Trina. He came out and said that kids want to F him. And this dude's in his 30s. And that's sick. And of course, the sisterhood is trying to make excuses for him. What's going on, Louis?
Can we throw him underneath the penitentiary now? Can we? I'm just asking. Can we, please?
Yeah.
Can't we be the first country to throw away, like, boy babies? Like, in China, they give away and kill the girl babies. Why can't we?
Oh, you thought we were lying about black women being online talking about abort black male babies, huh?
We get rid of the boys. They ain't contributing to shit. They too soft to go to war. What the fuck? Throw them hoes away.
We don't like to admit it, but there are a lot of people with pedophilic mindsets in the black community. Sorry, I hate to talk about it. There's a lot of us with a pedophilia mindset.
Yeah, don't talk about black women like that. Yeah, don't talk about black women like that. Y'all the only ones that let that shit go on in the community. What you talking to us about it for?
And she's got to be the undercover snitch. She has to be, because look at her. Look at her face. If she looked like she could get some dick on the first try at the gate, no. So what does she have to do? Spread her evil hatred amongst the masses.
Pretty much.
It's not talked about enough. You viewing a 13-year-old girl as consenting to a 20-year-old male sexual advances, then I'm starting to look.
Yes, unfortunately, there are some 13-year-olds that are fast. As I've stated in the past, it is a grown man's job to tell her no. And oftentimes, it's not that 13-year-old girl's fault. It's not that 13-year-old's fault. It's her mother's fault for dressing her like she's like a grown woman.
You kind of crazy, right? That's interesting. You think a 13-year-old child can consent to sex? You have a pedophilic mindset.
No, y'all have a pedophilic mindset. Tell the truth.
Pedophilic mindset. We like to say, oh, we're so much better than the white community, right? No, we're the same. We're not any different. White people see us as below them. What we're saying is what we want.
Yeah, and that's y'all's fault. Y'all the one that allow PDF files to run rampant through the community.
What I want to say is that
because you want to keep a man in the house.
We're the same. We're the same. I don't want to be below you. It's arguable about being above them, but at minimum, we want a level playing field. Our family members and friends and the people in our community, some of them have a pedophilic mindset. That's going to hurt some people, but it's the truth. It's going to hurt some people, but it is the absolute truth. And it's something that we don't talk about in our community enough.
Yeah, because she probably got
13-year-old girls
in her
can't be
family.
fast. They can't be consenting to being pursued by an adult male. And that's all I have to say about that.
Y'all continue to play in women's face for generations, and now the human race might go extinct by it. I'm hearing that
Class, this is a textbook example of projection.
women want to get married, nobody want to have no kids, nothing, because men don't know how to get their ass. Y'all ever notice when men are attracted to studs, their excuse is always, oh, she's still a woman? But any other time we're talking about studs, or men are talking about studs, it's oh, she want to be a man, she want to be this,
Sweetheart, I hate to break this to you, but you don't have a dick, you have a pussy, and we still want to fuck it. You'll be all right. Put that dress on, you'll be all right.
want to be that.
They never had, studs, and they never will.
Are only women when it benefits men. Like, y'all don't see this?
Baby, you still have a pussy. And it
still got ovaries, and you still got titties. It don't matter. We gonna fuck. We gonna fuck.
Matter to us, baby. Mm-hmm.
We never said we wanted to marry you, Miss Stud, but we gonna fuck. If the opportunity presents, we gonna fuck. Hey, didn't that dude a couple years ago? He made that lesbian homeboy, that little YouTube series, lesbian homeboy shit. Yeah. That's exactly what he gonna do. We gonna fuck.
Yep.
They know. These men be knowing. They just choose to be disrespectful, y'all. You see how studs are only women to men when men want some benefit out of it? Oh, she's too cute to be a stud. She too cute to be a stud because, man.
Sometimes they are too cute to be a stud, but anyway.
I better pay attention.
But yeah, that's this weekend black female fuckery. Yeah, hopefully Snowman can get his mic together and he'll be back. But yeah, it was even echoing the video I was playing. But I got something else to share with y'all. Today, let's go look at Passport OG's latest video.
They have divorce parties now. They celebrate getting with a guy and breaking up with him and breaking him. Marriage is...
Well, don't talk about Tia Mallory like that. Talking about she, quote unquote, graduated from her husband.
A low-key hustle.
I'm not against finding a man here. It's not a thing, but I've just decided this is where I live and work. The man that I want to be with has the ability to change my passport. The moment you change my citizenship status...
I am so tired of men indoctrinating me with this.
Okay. Not that.
Hi, I'm tired.
No.
How are you?
No.
How am I? I'm down bad.
All right.
I'm down bad. DTE.
I'll see you guys later.
My DTE bill $350.
No, stay.
Because really, I'm looking for a husband. I need a man to take care of me. I'm looking for a man to take care of me. I'm looking for a husband.
What's your view about interracial relationships and passport bros? The only reason why I ask is because you got the guys like Dr. Umar and countless other
hold on, wait a minute, my bad.
black men that say that when black men choose to exercise their options, they're selling out, they're coons, they're what you name it.
You would like to have a strong father?
No, $1 million.
Do you think we need men in America? Are men important to our society?
No.
And they're losing some aspect of their quote-unquote pro-blackness or whatever. So from your vantage point and opinion,
Hold on, wait a minute,
what
wait a
are
minute.
your thoughts about interracial?
Okay, should stay in their in their culture? They should. But thing is, they take the onus off of black women. Okay.
Would you rather have?
I need a man to take care of me. Hi, I'm tired. How are you? How are you? How am I? I'm down bad. I'm down bad. DTE. Knocking my DTE bill.
Okay.
$350. I need $350. Because really, I'm looking for a husband. I need a man to take care of me. I'm looking for a man to take care of me. I'm looking for a husband.
What's your view about interracial relationships and passport bros? The only reason why I ask is
Say, AB, the volume's a little low on the videos.
Black
So
women and black
I
men
just
that
want
say
to let
that
you
when
know.
black men
All right.
choose to exercise their options, they're selling out, they're coons, they're what
Yeah,
you
this
name
one.
it.
You would like to have a strong father?
No, $1 million.
Do you think we need men in America? Are men important to our society?
No.
And they're losing some aspect of their quote-unquote pro-blackness or whatever. So from your vantage point and opinion, what are your thoughts about interracial?
Okay, should black men try to stay in their in their culture? They should. But thing is, they take the onus off of black women. Okay.
Would you rather have a strong father in your life or $1 million?
$1 million. $1 million. I don't care. $1 million.
Over a dad?
This woman posted a video of a nurse giving her baby their first bath, and the nurse was a black woman. So all throughout the comments, people were saying, Black women are the best. Black women are loving. Black women are kind. And I just have one question. When do Black women get to be loved? When do we get to experience kindness?
Scratch that. I don't need $350. I need a new car. So 25 racks. I need $25K plus the $350 plus my son on the way home. He's coming home this weekend. And so he needs school supplies. He needs school clothes.
Really isn't she?
So you would like to have a strong father?
No, $1 million.
I thought you just said you were thinking about it.
$1 million.
The last question then. Do you think we need men in America? Are men important to our society?
No.
I've heard people of other races tell their kids, if you're ever lost or feel unsafe, find a Black woman. When do we and our girls get to experience protection and safety?
When you act like you got some damn sense.
You talk so much shit through the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, 2010, 2020s, you ain't getting it.
We are praised for giving those things to other people. And yet there has not been a day that has gone by that I have not logged on to some social media platform and heard someone saying something negative about Black women.
Why are they never asked why are black men actually leaving and choosing other women?
Uh-oh. Why?
Because we're tired of the bullshit. That's why we're leaving and choosing other women.
Why might that be, good sir? If this was the first time a black woman's truly gonna hear it, why would a man even be interested to date or get a passport and date outside of his group or community?
Is because black men are actually psychologically and socially abused inside the black community.
Pretty much.
Our looks, how they think we talk, how they think that we act, and why women of other races are better. One of the most radical things that I have done as a black woman and to be an example to other black women and black girls is to be lazy.
And we need some groceries. We need some groceries. And I like good stuff like lamb chops and, salmon, red snapper, like
all the expensive shit. Oh, wow.
the expensive stuff. I like all of that. So if you could just.
And why is that my problem?
She can't even cook that shit. Want that shit.
If you could provide.
Are you going to cook it?
With all of that. That's how I'm doing. Yeah, we'd be good.
Also, Sarah doesn't agree with my stomach, so.
We're good. You want to have on that?
I should not be your first option to call when you need help with anything.
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart, you won't.
Leave me alone. My number one priority is to take care of myself and make sure that I am healthy.
If you look how black women talk to us and talk about us and project about us, okay, you would say that's abuse.
It is no longer my responsibility to hold up the community on my back, a community that myself and other black women did not.
Oh, that's the sisterhood that wants you to do that. It's not black men that ask y'all to do that. That's the quote-unquote sisterhood that wants y'all to be the backbone of the community. That ain't the
And AB, remember, they said they got it. We like they told Ice Cube, we don't care what y'all think. We care what we think. So get to holding up the community, sisters. Shit.
Not destroyed, by the way.
But you know what I do know? The divorce rate is 200% when a black man marries out of his race, and it's lower. I just saw a whole video on this. Yes, sir. They said the reason why black men are harder to date. They said a black woman with a white man or a man outside.
Chesna, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody want to date. They don't want to marry your mouth.
Outside of her race has a way lower statistic of divorce. A black man with a black woman has a higher divorce rate, but it's lower than a black man with a girl outside of his race. So they say black man are the fucking issue.
I have
I'm just
real question.
wondering.
Because that last chick that was speaking,
why
the hell is she speaking when she's not even black, but always speaking on black issues? That isn't half Italian, half Puerto Rican mixed ass one with a big ass nose. She ain't black. Why the hell is she always talking loud about our issues? Stop. Is it because you got a little piece of 9 yards of ADOS dick up in you, and you think that gives you rights to speak on the black heritage and lineages about black men and black problems in black society? No, it does not. Go take your ass back to your own neighborhood with your big ass oversized nose, and that is a white person's nose. That is not a black person's nose because it's got a hook at the top of it.
It's for what we can do for other people, and yet we don't get that. We don't get to experience the same things that we give away.
If you look how black women talk to us and talk about us and project about us, okay, you would say that's abuse psychologically as a therapist, right? Okay, and they squat. Okay, they don't take care of their kids, blah blah. All the negative stuff to say about black men. That's abuse. That's emotional abuse. Is it not? Is it
wow, mental, psychological. Yeah.
If you heard them on TikTok, would you not? If black men said that about black women, you would actually call it abuse, right?
Yeah.
Psychological, emotional, reputational abuse, right?
Yes.
Okay. So why would black men want to date somebody that's abusive toward them?
If you're a white man dating black women in this country right now, your life is in danger.
Nope.
The reason why no one is ever talking about this is, one, because it's the least common dating dynamic and racially, and two, because the only people who feel like they have the platform to talk about it are black women. But I believe I have a platform to talk about anything I want. So I will. If you're like me and you date black women, you need to have a firearm on you at all times.
Oh no! Oh boy!
No.
Firearm.
Yeah, AB, what did that white boy just say? Hey, y'all best to carry a firearm for these black girls. If you want to live, that's what he said. So I actually don't feel bad for that white dude that took that woman overseas and did what he did to her, allegedly, supposedly. And I don't feel sorry for that other goddamn couple that white man had to put her in check. And I don't feel sorry for the football player that went off on her.
You need to have a concealed carry with you at all times. The reason I say this is because when I bring a black woman with me in public, I can't tell you how many times I've been threatened. I've had black men attempt to intimidate me, attempt to stare me down, and act completely inappropriate and violent towards me just because I have a black woman with me. When you think about,
son, you're going to the wrong neighborhood because most of us really don't care at all.
And why is he going to those wrong neighborhoods trying to prove, look what I got on my arm? See, that's a no in the beginning. And she let him take her to that neighborhood. He serves. He gets what he deserves.
Yeah, most of us don't really care. So, as long as you treat my relative right, I don't care. I'm on record. I already got white in-laws on both sides of the family. So this is not really an issue for me.
you think about white men who criticize white women for dating black men, which is just as stupid and ridiculous. But this is a whole other level because it's blatant, it's in public, and there's no shame because no one, the collective conscience of this country is not aware of it. So that's why I'm talking about it. And I feel like if you haven't heard this.
Yes, we had a little technical difficulty with Snowman. For some odd reason, I was echoing. People were echoing through his mixer for one reason or another.
Okay. Is he still sorting it out or what? Or just did he give up?
I'm not sure. I hope he comes back, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, how you doing, Uncle Al? Everybody's favorite mother trucker.
Okay.
Yeah, let's continue.
Like me and you're a white man who's dating a black woman, you need to get on this immediately and get yourself protected.
It's not just the presence of posts like this that remind us that modern dating for many black men is not really in a healthy place. But if you see the flood of comments supporting this white man basically saying, if you're a white man dating a black woman and any black man shows any kind of objection to what you're doing, you need to have weaponry with you. And the comments seconding that are basically a reminder to black men that this is not a very good environment for you to be in any capacity. If you even make a gesture in that direction and this man sees it as some kind of affront to him and his black woman at his side, and that young lady may think that that's a snide to her, then there can be some craziness going on. Now, I'm not saying I support any of this, but what I'm saying is that it's just a representation of how toxic it is for black men to date these days. And so if you see black men acting different, there are reasons why all around us.
Yes.
Get married again? No. Why? You have to do your duties forever, but she can stop being a wife as soon as you get married.
Pretty much.
As soon as you get married, she can say, go in there and cook your dinner your goddamn self. You punk ass motherfucker. And I wish you would divorce me and give me all this shit. So you got to keep on being a husband, but she can stop being a wife.
For anyone that's still wondering why more dating events are having fewer and fewer guys and specifically black men attend them.
Yeah, I just heard about a church dating event. It had like 300 women, no black men in sight. Gee, I wonder why. Nobody wants to go to the humiliation
if
ritual.
They not showing up in the worldly world mix of dating events. AB, what the hell make you feel they was gonna show up at a religious gathering.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. I got something for that. You mentioned religious gathering. Is that wait a minute, is that video still up here?
Pull it. We want to see.
Yeah. This is my view on the black church in a nutshell.
Y'all get back in here now. Kick rocks.
Why are the black men leaving the church?
Because the pastor expects me to pretend his daughter didn't marry her side dude.
We need to do something about all these fast little girls around here.
Shut the hell up. You were fast as hell. You turned me down to mess with the Deacon James Johnson.
Mercy, Lord.
Y'all get back in here now. Kick rocks.
Why are the black men leaving the church?
Because all the black church does is prop up single mothers now and pretend women can't do anything wrong.
You ladies better not be fast.
You slept with that married Deacon Donald Jones back in the day.
Aw, you a whole hypocrite, Miss Brenda.
Y'all get back in here now. Kick rocks.
Why are the black men leaving the church?
Because y'all worship the blue party more than you ever worship God.
Look, those fake gas is the reason why we aren't in church, because they don't even take themselves seriously. They know what they're doing. And you know what you did when you put that stuff up, baby. And I applaud you. I applaud you for putting out exactly how the hell they act. All of fake gas and clasping your breast. Come on, man. That's a joke. That's why we're not in church. That's why ain't wasn't nobody at those mixers. I'll tell you the truth.
Yep, pretty much. Neighbor?
Yes, I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Just a picture. Yeah, I'm good.
It's really quite simple.
Considering
an environment.
Go ahead.
When I was listening to the white guy say what he was saying, realize that is female projection when you think about it. But in reality, that's also them projecting on what they do to black men. No, when a white man says something like that, trust and believe he's just projecting because it's the other way around.
Yes.
If a black man is dating a white woman, that's more likely to be seen. He's more likely to be seen giving threatening looks, dirty looks. Some of our brothers in the spirit can testify to that.
Yes.
You know, so
where the essence of a man, what men are, basically how we're born, the way
in Austin. I'm downtown in Austin. They call this the white Atlanta for white people right now. This is how many white people there are down here. And I might turn on the camera for a minute and let y'all watch them walking up and down 4th and Guadalupe. Look, I have seen at least 24 black women on the arms of white men, fake smiling, fake laughing, and he's walking around with smug faces. You know what we do when we see this shit? All we do is roll our eyes and we just stay quiet because we don't care. Because shit, it's just so damn common.
All right, anyway.
We act is demonized or vilified. You basically have an environment where men are judged by how good you physically look, how good you can make someone feel, and what amount of resources do you have to give to people so that they can do what they want to do with their lives. And as this has continued, there's a certain entitlement that comes with it, that I'm supposed to get your resources because that's the way it's always been. Now, the intangibles that men would like from young ladies, obviously, wanting those things are draconian these days, it would seem. There are arguments that that's the free labor that many young ladies say when they are staying at home, men have to pay them for. But when men stay at home, all of a sudden, those men are tragically inept. But all of that aside, as a man, you're looking at this modern situation. And here we have another black man basically saying, underneath all of it, I can see that you just don't really like men very much. So all of those old things we used to do traditional wise, they don't belong anymore, because when rubber meets the road, you just don't like the essence of who I am as a man.
Yeah.
And so why should I perform traditional masculinity for you?
Dinner your goddamn self. You punk ass motherfucker. And I wish you would divorce me and give me all this shit. So you got to keep on being a husband, but she can stop being a wife. And then it's to her advantage to be like this. If she don't have the right mentality, you know, they have divorce parties now. They celebrate getting with a guy and breaking up with him and breaking him.
Damn.
Yeah. Marriage is a low-key hustle.
Yeah, man.
And my incentive to get married is all right.
It's just not what it used to be.
I mean, like, and then it's like this, man. You know, like if two people like each other,
yes,
they'll be with each other.
Correct.
We don't need paperwork and strangers.
People ain't staying together because of paper. They stand together because they love each other and they committed each other and they want to work and they understand that it takes work.
I wanted to come to this show today.
Yes.
You know, so I can't. A girl want to be with you, she'll be with you.
Right.
If she don't want to be with you, you'll hear that voicemail. You look at the side of that bed. She ain't with you.
Right.
She where she want to be. So you can marry that paperwork.
Right.
But that spirit, a woman is a spirit. You can't own a spirit. She moving around. You married what? You married and single at the same time.
You're married and single at the same time. Now imagine in an environment where people are saying that black men are the worst people on earth. It's even worse than that. And so as a black man, how can you win?
Hold on. When I'm listening what you said, I'm like, wait, the child psychological abuse definition is basically encompassing the chronic acts of berating, terrorizing, exploiting, and isolating the child. And then when it comes to spousal and partner violence, it identifies obviously, you know, intimate relationships,
right,
humiliation, unwarranted restrictions on freedom,
yes,
and isolation from social supports and threats of harm. Oh,
you can watch the humiliation ritual, which I start calling it. It's called Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
Facts. Pop the Balloon is absolutely a humiliation.
Yes, that's why I don't watch it.
Ritual. Oh man.
But you're very, very attractive.
Thank you.
My type for sure.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. So is he your type? Why not? Well, I was honestly gonna pop his balloon next. It's the belly.
Real? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. You talking about? Wait. Are y'all looking at the screen right now? You talking about his belly? Sweetheart.
Look like you got a tire wrapped around your waist.
But you know, other than that, you are an attractive man. But it's the belly.
Facts. Pop the Balloon is absolutely a humiliation ritual. Oh man.
And I've heard black women laugh about that 20 years before Pop the Balloon, right? Okay. They go out to the club just to reject men.
Pretty much.
And tell them they ain't squat. And call them names.
Pop the Balloon is a visual representation of how many black women treat black men.
Yes.
Oh.
In my opinion, okay. Why do you think it's so popular?
Especially with it. Oh my God.
I mean, I'm not a professional. You are. Am I wrong?
Man, you are. You are not. And then you see it during the show and during the episodes. You see how they get a joy and a rise out of destroying the man and saying, well, I like his hairline or his this or that.
I was honestly gonna pop his balloon next.
By the way, I got 20 watching. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App. Support the show. Hit the Super Chat. Support the show. Hit the Cash App. Support the show. Support Black Male Media.
It's the belly for me.
Yeah.
Do you know that they only can view it through one lens? Because the moment he says in return if she's his type and something he don't like about her,
right,
he loses it. So they're strictly going just to humiliate these men and explain why these men aren't good enough for them.
You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute.
It's because you were socialized from a little black boy to take mama's abuse.
The way you was coming, you just ain't like you got it all like that. And I guarantee you probably got a roommate at home and it's just not giving.
Hold on.
Yep.
We're socialized with that the Pop the Balloon challenge is a visual representation of how we're socialized to accept being rejected from them, but not being allowed to reject them.
Well, let me say this, Queen. I'm a licensed plumber.
I do real estate and property management.
I live downtown.
So what you do
I live downtown.
Not just rejected, but also abused. Like, they don't just say I don't like you, okay? Your hairline's too short. Okay, I don't like the way you dress. You're funny looking.
You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle.
Well, I don't like the way you talk. Blah blah blah. I don't like your.
You're boring.
Career.
But one thing about me, I could pull 100,000 on the bank.
All this negative stuff, right? Okay. We are actually, and the man actually nods, say, I can accept that, right?
Can you do the same?
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Where are you guys from? Brazil? Nice. Okay, what brings you guys here?
Group trip.
Group trip? Okay, how old are y'all?
14. And she is 15.
Okay, cool. All right, so one question. Would you rather have a good dad, a strong dad, or $1 million?
Vocês queriam ter pai muito forte ou $1 million?
Because of the environment that we come from, we as Black men very rarely experience reverence. It is basically an environment that tells us that you're supposed to make me feel a certain way. You're supposed to buy things for me because that's what a man does. And when I want to do what I want to do and it's not in line with your advice, then you are oppressing me. And so if you go from that environment to one where these young ladies from Brazil obviously are being asked, would you rather the father in your life or some sum of money that could make up for your father? It's a very easy answer for them. And for us as Black men, maybe we very rarely, if ever, get to experience it, but it's nice to know what it looks like.
Would you rather have a good dad, a strong dad, or $1 million?
Vocês queriam ter pai muito forte ou $1 million? Strong dad. Strong dad. Strong dad.
Strong dad? Okay, you all said that. Why? Why is that so important?
Because I think my dad's more important than money. Me too. Me too.
Yeah? Okay, give me one reason why your dads are more important than $1 million.
Porque que seu pai é mais importante do que o dinheiro? Because he's the love of my life.
Oh, wow.
He supports my family.
Me too.
I love my father and my life.
Oh, it's important to have strong dads in the home.
It's your reminder that you don't need to be in a relationship. You need to become a content creator. Because what do you mean I got invited to an event hosted by Drake where he was giving away literal Birkins, a Porsche, and a G-Wagon, and 3 other cars? No strings attached. All I had to do was show up. I checked in, I got my wristbands, and I was immediately feeling out of place. You guys, imposter syndrome was kicking my butt today. Every single woman in the building was absolutely stunning, 10 out of 10. I immediately started to regret not straightening my hair and wearing jeans. I didn't even wear heels. And then I was like, what am I doing? Ever since my breakup, your girl's confidence has been dead. There is no reason I should have been shitting on myself that night. I showed up to an event with no +1, which I never do. And I met so many incredible women that were so nice. They were hyping me up, taking pictures of me.
What's interesting about the Drake party and this idea of young ladies just basically showing up and getting money because they're young and beautiful and that's what a man is supposed to do is a reinforcement of this new environment that we're in, where a man is seen as someone who's supposed to pull money out of his wallet and give it to young ladies because that's what men do. Of course, men want to be providers, but when you elevate providing, dare I even say tricking, to the level of that's what a man is supposed to be, and then you devalue everything else, you're basically telling a man you need to fund a family that you have no control over. And worse yet, what if you're a man that would like to experience a measure of reverence? And a Black man at that, in an environment where you might see a young lady walking down the street and she might look at you while she's walking with her white boyfriend and say you're a threat when you're not paying her any attention. There's no reverence there. You look on the pop the balloon. There's no reverence there. You ask young ladies on the street, would you rather $1 million or your dad? No reverence there. So when Black men look, at least overseas, if not in other places, for reverence, is a simple reason why. Because most men, and especially Black men that work hard and follow the law and want to experience a measure of success, don't want to be a trick. Because
pretty much.
Look at it this way. Look at it this way. It's the attention economy. I mean, like BGS talked about, like, you know, women would go to clubs to reject. And they were competing with other groups of women to see who can, you know, reject the most men. Excuse me. While trying to get the most free drinks. It's part of the humiliation ritual for us, but it's about them trying to gain attention from us without giving up anything. It's like Patrice O'Neal said, Women are trying to get your time without having to give up pussy, and you're trying to get pussy without giving up any time. And when black men ignore black women who are on the arms of white men, they deprive them of that attention. And some women just like, you're supposed to give me attention. You haven't earned it, bitch. You're not entitled to it. And that's the entitlement that everybody forgets that they're talking about. That key word, entitlement.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Now, this week in this week in Black Female Fuckery. So we're going to go to this week in. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Before I play this, I do need to give a fair warning. A very fair warning. How can I say this?
Simp alert! Simp! 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 Simp!
The simp is strong with these motherfuckers. So brace yourself.
A lot of men need to understand this, and I need you to brace yourself when I say this. But women were never the problem. Women were never the problem. They not perfect, but they were never the problem.
You lie,
because a lot of men, you got to realize the issues that you have with women. If you had to make a list and write it down, the issues that you have with women on average is not life-threatening. You do realize that, right? Because the average, if a man made a list on the issues that he had with women, guess what? He would probably write down, man, these women got attitudes. I don't like how these women.
A woman having a bad attitude can be a liability for your life, especially at the wrong place at the wrong time. Try again, bro.
And be acting sometimes. These women, modern women, these women too independent. They don't.
Yeah, they're too independent. That's why they going overseas to get shitted on for money. Oops, I'll say that out loud.
Create space for you to
wait, hold on a second. AB, you said it wrong about them being independent. If you still have that audio, that clip.
Oh, I'm independent. Oh, hold on, wait. Hey, come on, video. Oh, don't.
Seems like
I'm independent.
There you go.
But if
now that's how
women
you
had
say
to make a list, guess what would be at the top of their list? And guess what you would have to realize and come to terms with? The issues that women have with men is life-threatening.
What's going on, Horwitz? And don't worry, we won't be looking at roly-poly in a leopard thong. That thong. However, we are going to talk about roly-poly later. We're just not going to be looking at a picture of him in a leopard thong. Ugh.
God, that would be at the top of the list. Can he handle rejection?
Oh yes. If you haven't heard, a roly-poly evidently got caught cheating on his wife.
Yeah, I was listening last week, but I didn't get a chance to say. That's why he went to Texas, gay and them. That's why I don't fuck with gay and them.
Oh, shit.
I do not fuck with gay and them boys.
What you call it, Texas gay and it? Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Only a Texan can call them Texas gay and them, and then they're the Texas gay horns. You know what I'm saying? But if you outsiders say that, oh, y'all got a problem. But I can say that, but y'all can't.
Okay.
Because you're a Texan. So basically, it's basically,
can he handle being told
Texas,
no?
Austin?
Basically, I'm the only one who's allowed to disrespect Roland Martin like this. Goddamn, he's gay. That's
if I wanted to move on,
one of these days you gotta say like Riley Freeman.
Parenting thing, we bring out the worst in each other. Let's just go on about our way. Can he handle that? And think about it. All these children, all these women, and men dying in these unnecessary wars. Who call the shots? Bomb them over there because I can't get my way. Men. Fragile male ego. Impulsive. Because they can't get their way. And now all these people gotta die. Men. So yeah, bro, understand and accept that women were never the problem. Women were never the problem. And as soon as you can step outside of yourself as men and turn the
weak simps like you are the problem.
Podcast off and forsake the brotherhood for a moment and just really do your own deep dive research, you'll really soon understand that women were never the problem.
Video game nerds. If y'all spent the same amount of time trying to level up in life as you do trying to level up in the video game, America would already be a great place.
Oh yeah, this clown right here. I don't know if you saw it last week, AL. This clown said, if you're over 15 playing video games, you're not a man. Really, motherfucker? With that thin ass mustache and shit.
Hey, look at his outfit. Look at his outfit. I'm pretty sure he got blue suede cape shoes on too.
To match the car in the background, definitely.
But you don't. Y'all rather sit around trying to level up a magical player on the television and then go to your grocery store job where you get paid.
So why are you worried about what another grown man's doing, sir?
Minimum wage and come back and then get back in your magical dream world on the television. That's why we're failing as a country, is because we have a bunch of weak men. If you play video games for at least 3 hours a day, but you can't do 50 push-ups in a row, you need to go get a sex change.
Oh, that's what you would have to realize and come to terms.
Okay. I would love to see that motherfucker go tell Charles that.
This motherfucker is is a fraud, most likely. Because you've been seeing like guys who've been selling these like.
He just didn't insult Charles. He insulted me. I play video games. God damn it! And I
play video games too.
My Xbox is on right now.
I'm finna be 53 years old, and I still got my high school stomach, bitches. God damn it! I know I look good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this gentleman who was like the other dude who was like, rocking that chain and everything. First of all, the 90s car, they want that chain back. Secondly, how do I know that's your car? You got guys who are posting on social media with somebody's car fronting like it's theirs. That's wacky than back in the 90s when MCs were talking about calling out.
Wait a minute now, Namer. Wait a minute. Don't talk about little Bow Wow like that.
Well, I'll say about it, just about anybody in the game. How these cats, no, not the MC. No, MCs used to call out cats who were faking the phone. Walking around, showing up at the club, wearing the man's gear, the man's jewels, and shit like that back in the day, you remember? This cat was faking the phone. I'm probably sure that was not his car in his own house. This was just a promo for his own little scam of some sort. Like he's like, oh, I'm an investor, this, that, or third. I read a lot of books, this and third. I'm like, yes, you've been busted.
To answer your question, Lost, the problem is not enough people are dating these modern women out here. So they're trying to get us back in line. Good luck getting my generation or any younger generation back in line by telling them you don't need to be playing video games. Good luck. Yeah, good luck with that. What that dude was talking about may have worked back in the 80s, but now get the fuck out of here.
I got a newsflash for him too, AB. Hey, Naaman, check it out. Guess what's coming out in a couple of weeks? And people already pre-ordering it. Not to mention, you got Madden that just came out, College just came out, but you know what's coming out. And duties go backdoor it. These bitches ain't gonna see no dick no more. I'm telling you. For the next year and a half, they ain't gonna see no dick.
They're gonna be like B. Simone. No more dick. No more dick.
Desi Banks to B. Simone. No more dick. Say another word. No more dick. Say keep going. No more dick.
With the issues that women have with men is life-threatening. That would be at the top of the list. Can he handle rejection?
Yes, we can handle rejection.
Can he handle being told no? If I wanted to...
Yes, we can handle being told no. And here's what nobody want to talk about. The men that can't handle being told no are often raised by single mothers. Oh, y'all don't
always got what they want.
Y'all don't want to have that conversation, do you?
Move on, you know, just, hey man, look, let's do the co-parenting thing. You know, we bring out the worst in each other. Let's just go ahead, go on about our way. Can he handle that? And think about it. All these children.
A lot of the men that can't handle rejection or being told no were often raised by single mothers who can't handle rejection or being told no. By the way, like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, support the show, hit the super chat and support the show, support your interests.
All these women and men dying in these unnecessary wars, who call the shots? Bomb them over there because I can't get my way.
Y'all spent the same amount of time trying to level up in life.
Wait a minute. Pause a minute. Please pause. Thank you. That jackass saying what?
Go ahead.
That jackass a while ago talking about wars and everything. First of all, those are politicians, and women take advantage of that. Go back all the way back to like World War I. Women were marrying guys who were being shipped off to the battlefield. And what were they considered? War widows.
You play video games for at least 3 hours a day, but you can't do 50 push-ups in a row, you need to go get a sex change because you are a woman.
Some men are not married because they waiting to be a wife.
Really, boy?
What?
He just made that shit up.
Some men
Or he got that from a female.
Patriarchal men advocate for a world where they can't get laid. Then they complain about male loneliness. Patriarchy, just like capitalism, just like white supremacy, are fueled by people's desire to feel superior to other people. Under the system of patriarchy, women are sex objects.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't help it. If you're a male with a bonnet on your head, you can't possibly expect me to take anything you say seriously. If you have a bonnet on your head while you're making your video, I can't take you seriously. I just can't. Maybe it's just me.
I think it's comical.
Oh, damn it. I keep hitting it. Okay. Hold on.
Women are sex objects to be bought, sold, and fought over like any other type of commodity. This mindset obviously encourages men to view women as objects. And as we all know, objects are less valuable when they're used. This is where slut shaming and purity culture comes in. Having too many tattoos, having too many piercings, having too many scars, having too many sexual partners, being too old, having kids from previous relationships.
Boy, go sit in the corner. Nobody asked you.
Of how a woman can lower her own value under the system of patriarchy. These type of men want their women fresh out the box in mint condition. It's a ridiculous fantasy that encourages men to view women in a predatory and pedophilic way. The other part of patriarchy is, of course, competition.
Lord. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And here's what nobody want to talk about. Yes, I look at younger women above 20. But if I get the right offer, yes, I'll date a woman in her 30s or closer to my age. If I get the right offer. But more than likely, I'm not going to get the right offer. So I go younger. Oops.
Remember, it's
and they want to make it like it's a crime.
So that includes other men. So now the men have to compete over the women because men who are high value will have possession of a lot of high value women. So obviously these guys don't want women to be easily available for everyone, right? What would life be if there was nothing to brag about after getting laid? All these type of dudes want to be high value men, which requires the existence of low value men. It's the same self-sabotaging logic you see from the capitalists. I want to live in a system where billionaires have all the power because one day I might be a billionaire. They want 1% to have all the power because they have a fantasy of one day being a part of that 1%. But when you come back to reality and you escape La La Land, you realize that all of these hierarchies are destroying humanity. Women are human beings. I know, controversial. If men could truly accept this fact, then there wouldn't just be looks maxing. It would be
Laws. Half of them don't even know what patriarchy means. Basically, they don't even know what patriarchy means, but they want to
How
say,
dare you bring up Josh Johnson like that? I'm sorry. Josh Johnson should not be used as an example of looks maxing. He's a comic who just grew his hair out, and he's not exactly the most masculine comic out there. But for them to bring him up, how dare this motherfucker?
personality
Secondly,
maxing too. Looks maxing comes from the idea that women are these stupidly vain creatures that can be easily manipulated into a life of servitude. You see my six-pack? You see my 6 feet of height? You see my 6 figures? Now marry me and give me 6 kids. Then these men blame feminism when their transactional proposal doesn't work. The problem a lot of these guys are facing is that in order to fit into the patriarchal hierarchy, they not only had to dehumanize all of women, but they had to dehumanize all of men too, thus making dating.
boy, sit your stupid ass down and go sit in the corner.
And now, before you sit him down and bend him over your knee, AB, and whoop him, hold on. I got to address this issue right here. This elephant in the goddamn room. This motherfucker's a part of the Bonnet Brigade crew, goddamn it. What the hell have you got to, what man, men do not wear them kind of helmets, punk ass. We do not. Why are you wearing this goddamn costume and trying to chastise us? Please. It's a joke.
For them incredibly difficult. It's because of patriarchy that men shame women for being sexually experienced or immodest, but throw a temper tantrum when they get rejected or don't get none on the first date. As contradictory as this logic.
That's you single mother raised boys. That's not us. That's not by us that were raised by men. By the way, we don't push crashing out when you get rejected. Getting rejected, is there any young man watching? Getting rejected is a part of life. Get over it.
You hear one over 1 million times before you turn 1 year old. So you should know how to accept the word no. And any man that doesn't know how to accept the word no, like AB said, was raised by a woman. Because what do women not like to hear come out the mouth of men? No. 2 letters, 1 word. And guess what she's going to train her boy to do? Learn how to not accept the letters, 1 word, 2 letters, no. That's why they be crashing out like that. So if anyone's to blame, anybody's to blame, that's their mammies. Shit, like AB said.
It may seems. It actually makes perfect sense. They want to be the exception to a bunch of patriarchal rules, but they do want those rules in place. They want women to follow all those weird ass purity, modesty rules, but they want to be exempt from the consequences of.
Oh, by the way, to all the black women who all the women out there that are worried about Transformers interfering with their sports. You do know that it was the patriarchy that kept them out of your sports, right? You do know that, right? You do know it was the patriarchy. It was the patriarchy that kept men out of women's sports, right? You do know it was the patriarchy that kept them out of your locker rooms.
And
right?
FYI, AB, they got a Joanna man coming to a team near them. Coming soon, goddammit.
And
they gotta realize
and here's the funny thing. And here's the funny thing about that. Those heifers are gonna complain about the Joanna man on the other team.
Yeah.
When it's on their team, oh, it's cool. No, she one of the girls. She one of the girls. Because that woman is gonna that person is gonna help them win. I mean, we've had what is it, Iran, their national soccer team, they've been accused of fielding trans people in it. And people don't know this. Iran has the highest sexual reassignment surgeries. If you're
True
gay,
women. They
you
want
get
a
a choice to
virgin
either
slut.
die
Without
or sex
patriarchy,
change.
men would be a lot more motivated to improve their mental health and their emotional intelligence, along with their physical appearance. And without patriarchy, women would feel a lot more comfortable showing affection to men. And alas, dating would be a lot easier for everyone.
Ooh, boy. He must not get none, because I can't see him doing this for any other reason.
Everybody. But these weird ass dudes don't even want that. Because if it was easier for everybody to make connections and find love and get laid, then the 1% of men wouldn't be able to flex their harems or something. Patriarchy is the reason dating sucks.
And who the fuck is he calling weird wearing a bonnet?
With happy wife, happy life is because y'all think it means worshiping a woman. That's not what that mean at all, brother. It means stop being the reason why your relationship feels so fucking stressful. A woman that feel heard.
Little boy, go sit in the corner before I punch you in your face.
Let him talk. Let him run his mouth and show expose his dumb ass.
Respected, appreciated, and emotionally safe is always going to show up differently, brother. Most of these women ain't asking you niggas to be perfect. They just asking for consistency. And that's what you niggas lack. Your words don't build a happy relationship, brother. Your actions do. If you make home feel like pressure instead of peace, don't be surprised when the relationship fall apart, nigga. Happy wife, happy life was never about making a woman happy at your expense, brother. It was about understanding that the way you treat your woman shapes the home that both of y'all have to live in. Dumbass.
Coming from a little boy who has to wear a hoodie every time he does a damn video. Huh. Anyway, does
it make him intimidating looking?
How about no? No, don't make him look intimidating at all.
Crazy Dutch bastard.
Hey, B, hold up. He is a YN though. Remember, got a short fuse. Don't know how to accept the no. Don't know how to accept constructive criticism, and quick to pull a trigger for no reason. So let's just pipe that shit down a little bit before he get insensitive and start trying to come after us. Because we got to handle these motherfuckers like kid gloves because they ain't real men.
Wait a minute. Are you sure this person is a YN? For all I know, this motherfucker could be what a certain member of Snowman Show once said. This person might be a trans thug. A trans thug? Yeah, this is somebody who identifies as a thug, and so he's transitioned to it. So we should support his transition. So this is a trans YN.
Let's segue to a little fun here. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show, hit the Super Chat, support the show, support Black Male Media. But let's translate into some little fun. And as soon as I get rid of this, remove. There we go. All right. Let's have a little fun here. Let's look at some a mix of favorites I get from TikTok this week.
So, Captain, how about a hug and a drink?
I must apologize, Mrs. Troy. I need to return to the bridge. After that, I'll be more than happy to stop by your quarters to see how you are settling in.
Yeah, it's definitely AI, but and that actress has passed away. But yeah, she was a flirt on the show, though.
Ain't that Dr. Crush's mom? Wasn't that Dr. Crush's mama?
I must apologize.
Huh?
Wasn't that Dr. Crush's mama? I mean, Wesley Crush's mama, Dr. Crusher?
No, she was the redhead.
Okay, well, who was this biddy with some big old biddies just popping there, hanging on the side stuff, trying to tip Patrick Stewart, knowing he's queer from the down below?
That's actually Counselor Deanna Troy's mama.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
She could have got the intergalactic space experience from me, brother.
She was always flirting with Picard and stuff. Yeah, she was.
She's in Troy's mom. Yeah, Counselor Troy's mother. Yeah, but
she was
with Riker.
What was her character's name? Loxana Troy.
Uh-huh.
She actually showed up on Deep Space Nine a couple times too, flirting with Odo.
Oh.
What's going on, Andre?
What's good, y'all?
Yeah, that wasn't gonna go over well.
Excuse you?
Video game nerds, I'm just better than you. I look better, I'm bigger, stronger, faster.
No, you're not.
More connected, more respected. You're a fucking video game.
I don't like being alone in the house with an unmarried man. Listen, Nelson, if we were alone on a raft in the middle of the ocean, I'd rather kiss an octopus in the mouth.
Yeah, if you look real close, and she's trying not to bust out laughing with that. That was some funny ass shit.
Yeah.
Look at her face real close. She's like, this motherfucker right here.
Hey, them two made some of the greatest comedy, two slapstick duo, boy, in the history of comedy. Boy, like he said, y'all ain't finna fire my friend. My friend she can act, but she ain't doing what we wanted her to do, Fred. Don't worry, she'll come through when I need her to. Now, come on, Esther, read these lines. Let's get it done. And she did.
Yeah, and
her, Pat Morita, everybody.
Go back and look at some of the younger prisoners. That was a pretty woman. She was hot back in the day. Good Lord.
Hey, real talk, AB. If you would not see her in that Esther get up, because she was dressed up to be like a 70-year-old aunt for real. Man, Esther, I forgot what her real name was. That woman was a looker, that woman was a singer, and that woman was a fan dancing stripper back in the day. Man.
Yeah, she was hot back in the day. I was like, damn, that's Esther. What the hell? What happened?
She later became a woman of the church. She became an ordained minister, I think, if I'm not mistaken, later on in life, before she passed.
Yeah, that's
Oh my God! Did you
I can't play too much of that because you
guys hear about the male therapist that worked at the juvenile hall that raped that 15-year-old girl, and then he got arrested, but then immediately let out on bail, and then the girl that he raped also got let out of jail, and now she's missing. Sorry, I'm actually screwing up the details. It was a female therapist that worked at a male juvenile hall. She raped the male got released, she got sent to jail for like a fucking day, got let out on bail, and this little boy is now missing. The police system.
Yeah, unfortunately, that happens all the time, unfortunately. Especially in this country.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, AB, like when it's a shame that Snowman's audio was echoing because like I posted like in the chat like when you guys were talking about the whole sports thing because there was that dude what's his name, like I took a screenshot of it, like this was posted from Fox News, which I obviously don't follow or watch or anything, but for some reason, it was in my recommendations. It was saying that this dude offered $10 million for it was the Aces for the WNBA play a high school basketball team, and if they win, they get $10 million. Otherwise,
could you go out, come back in, and say that again? Because brother, you're absolutely muffled. I didn't hear a fucking word you said, Andre. You were muffled while you spoke.
Specs that he's hiding out with.
That's a little better.
Yeah, I took it off the fucking earbuds, but yeah. So AL, what I was saying was this dude.
If you older than
offered $10 million for. Sorry, did you say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the dude, he offered $10 million for the WNBA champions, like the Aces, to play a high school boys basketball team, and like obviously if they win, they get the $10 million. Otherwise, it goes to the boys. So far, they haven't accepted.
And they're probably not going to.
They're not going to because they might lose anyway.
That's right. That man, come on, and you throw some money at these amateur
young boys. A lot of heterosexual men will date women, but they don't actually like them. Yes, they want to have sex.
Whose fault is that?
But they don't
That's not my problem. Y'all don't. That's not my problem. You're not likable. Why is that my problem?
She's projecting. She's projecting.
And
women outside of their sex.
True. We're gonna fuck you.
That's
We're
not
gonna
a problem.
fuck you, but we're not gonna like you. Hey, it's our choice to like you or not. Y'all got vicious, bad ass attitudes, and we know it. So now we not gonna like you, but guess what? That pussy's still there, that JJ still there, and if it's wide open, we go stick it. That's right, we go stick it and quit. That's what we gonna do.
Sexual organs. They tolerate women, but they don't actually like them. They're misogynistic. At any chance that they have to put a woman
This
down,
coming from a
they're taking
misandrist. This coming from a misandrist. Cut it out.
Hey, you was a grown ass man bringing a damn on pit bull out here, bro. What you mean? I can't have a pit bull? No, bro, you a grown ass man. Girl. Bro, you was a grown ass man checking your mailbox, bro. What the fuck you talking about? Bro, you was a grown ass man, bro. Tighten up. Real shit, bro. Come on, man. Yo.
The hell?
Bro, you was a grown ass man to be taking out your trash, bro. I can't take out the trash? No, bro, you was a grown ass man.
What the hell are you still talking about?
Man, bro, tighten up.
All right, this is clearly a skit, but I wish a nigga would come to me talking about you grown ass man take it and what you gonna do about it? Yeah, you ain't gonna have. I ain't gonna let bugs creep up in my house. No, my apartment.
Hell no.
I know you ain't, bro.
Boy.
Yo, I know you ain't, bro.
Boy.
Hey, man, you was a grown man, bro. You was a grown ass man. You trying to wash your hands, bro. What you want me to
So you want to get hepatitis, dumbass?
be a dirt nigga? I ain't saying all that, but you're a grown ass man, bro.
Yep.
And the only reason you niggas have a problem.
One of the easiest ways to determine if a man is a misogynist is if he refers to women as females. Females this, females that.
Okay, you're a female. I guess I'm a misogynist now. You feel better? Do you feel better now, sweetheart?
Like, bro, shut the fuck
Yes, I'm a misogynist now. Do you feel better? Do you feel better now?
up. We're women. That really just highlight.
No, you're not. In fact, you're dressed like a stud. No, you're not.
It's how much he doesn't see women as equal humans. And I have a degree in English. People.
No one cares.
Never. One of the. Never.
Sinestro.
Sophie Cunningham is a coward. She threw a stone and hit her hand. That stone being her comments about transgender athletes, women athletes, in sports. Yeah.
You're actually fighting for transformer athletes to be in women's sports. Okay, I already sent this to Snowman, by the way.
ESPN did a profile on Sophie back in July, where she spoke on the negative feedback that she gets regarding her transgender stance. She stated, "I want to protect young girls in a locker room or young girls in a sport who shouldn't have to go up against biological men." The wording she used there was deliberate. Sophie has taken on controversial or bigoted stances.
Yeah, we're naturally stronger and faster than women. There's a reason she said that, dummy.
She just don't want Enos Cantor to come putting his dick in her mouth with a dunk and shit hanging on the rim on her ass. That's what it really is. I'm gonna say what they don't want to say out loud. She don't want to get
An example
dunked on.
being who she reportedly voted for in this recent presidential election. That point was touched on by her former teammate Natasha.
Why is that even relevant to what she said? And you know, a lot of these niggas going after Sophie Cunningham and Clayton Clark. I just want to ask, do you even play basketball? Because you look like you don't.
Cloud.
You can't tell someone you love them and then vote against their life.
Since joining the Fever and gaining more fame and notoriety due to her riding the coattails of her teammate, Caitlin Clark, Sophie has also leaned into right-wing ideology. This she uses as a grift. The finger point toward Dewana Bonner when facing the Phoenix Mercury was a dog whistle to anti-black bigots. Her nickname.
See, now you're just making shit up.
MAGA Barbie, or as I like to put it, MAGA Maiden, because nothing about her resembles Barbie, didn't just come out of thin air. Now,
See, this is why people don't take black people seriously, because you got a lot of dumbasses like this.
Sophie is hiding behind her teammates, her fellow colleagues in the WNBA, and anti-Trump.
FBA, I've been missing y'all. And I have to come make a video about this right here. I know you guys.
Okay, I haven't talked about this because I'm not even sure if that's a real picture, but evidently that's a 6-year-old wearing a skirt to school and the school sent him back home. I'm not even sure if that's a real picture.
I've seen it floating around. I don't know if it's real or if.
But if it is a real picture and his mama actually let him go to school like that, I don't have children for a reason. I'm going to leave it right there without incriminating myself.
It's for controversy, but let's get into it. Because we have the 92%, these dumb liberal black bitches that are actually trying to defend this shit. Stay away from these hoes. Stay away from these bitches and start teaching your sons to stay away from any woman that is a Democrat, because their vote destroys the nuclear black family.
Niggas wanna fuck me, kids wanna fuck me, aunties, everybody.
So this is what you really meant when you said quiet on the creek. Y'all heard that right. He said kids. I like when y'all tell on yourselves, because this allows people to see who y'all really are. And also, to no surprise, you have people defending this. You have people saying that he was drunk and that's why he said that. We've all been drunk before. We never thought about saying no wild ass shit like that. It never even came to our minds to begin with. Only a weirdo would even think about saying something like that in the first place. Now, I will say this, even though you have some people still defending him, you have people in his comment section saying loud on the creek. So I guess that's the new thing that they're running with. So shout out to y'all for calling them out. You can't excuse that behavior. Don't use alcohol as a reason to why somebody's being a weirdo on the internet. Drinking alcohol is a choice. Whatever you end up doing while you're...
I can't respect any man who doesn't have money.
Really?
Yes, a man without money doesn't deserve my respect.
That's interesting. So why have I never seen you disrespect your father?
I can't respect any.
My grandmother put greedy preachers in their place.
God does not. Police discovered a house of horrors where.
I'm surprised a lot of women saw that God was a man and fully worshiped him without any question, seeing how males on this earth treat women nowadays.
Oh boy.
Another perfect example as to why men should never be caregivers for children. Men should never have custody of their children. They shouldn't even have 50-50 custody of their children. They can be visitors. I think that's the most appropriate situation for a child, is for dad to just be a visitor. And perfect example, because fathers choose themselves. Fathers prioritize their own needs over the needs of their children. They protect their peace before they protect their children. Leaving their children behind is an option for them. Leaving their children behind is something that they consider. It's something that they do. And then it's something that they justify. And it's something that they then praise.
Yeah, it's something a lot of white men do. It's not something black men do if we have the opportunity.
Each other for. Can you imagine?
There are a few exceptions, yes, but not many.
Imagine, mom, leaving your child behind is an option because you didn't.
Why is my picker trash? I think a lot of women try to blame men for being these terrible, narcissistic, gaslighting, awful, horrible humans. But you chose him. You chose that man.
Because the D was good, Sarah.
Right. So
that's why.
So,
the man with the moolah got ED.
Right. So that's why you're stuck where you're stuck.
Why do women claim to want stable men but only chase after men with no money and multiple baby mamas?
I think because they deem the man that is stable as corny, because they don't know what real love is. They probably never experienced it, and they probably relate more to chaos than they do stability, because chaos seems like it's fun. That's what they know. That's their trauma bond. And so they look for the man that's going to have them running in circles, the man that's going to make them feel insecure, the man that's going to be, all of these things that are not conducive to what you say that you want. And it's not until you do your own identity work where you're able to say, damn, I am the drama. Why is my picker trash? I think a lot of women try to blame men for being these terrible, narcissistic, gaslighting, awful, horrible humans. But you chose him. You chose that man.
Because the D was good, Sarah.
Right. So
that's why.
So, and
the man with the moolah.
Action. Action. Action.
Damn.
Action.
All right, that's enough.
All right.
Oh, here's one more.
So I just posted a video about this 13-year-old and how she is dressed due to another creator. So if you want to go and see it, you can go and watch it, right? What I really find weird is how women don't protect.
Are y'all still on the panel?
Yeah, I'm right here. Say you showed this one last week, and I so was biting at the teeth to comment on it so bad. Look, if you blow it up, everything y'all was talking about was right, but y'all missed one thing too. Look at her nails. Look at her nails. Should no 13-year-old have fucking nails like that on? And she shouldn't be having no outfit on like this. She can't have.
That's what I was about to ask you, because you have a daughter. So I wanted to ask your opinion.
My nigga, foot be all up in that ass if she was out here like that at her age. Oh no, we didn't have that. We did not cut. Oh no, but see, she came from a 2-parent household, and you know, it might the marriage might not have lasted, but she was raised and reared by a mother and a father, and she had one all the way.
Protect other women.
All right, actually, I didn't play this last week. I may have shown this picture last week, but I didn't play this particular video last week.
Y'all are okay with young girls looking like full-grown women. Y'all are okay with putting your daughters in full makeup, full wig, full drag queen behavior, full sexual energy. This girl does not look 13. She looks like a grown-ass woman. What the fuck are y'all saying? Somebody would want to fuck her. My nigga, what are y'all saying? Y'all walk around and y'all allow y'all daughters and y'all boys to be prey, and then when people prey upon them, oh my God, the person who prayed is the issue. No, baby, you gave them the space and the opportunity. Y'all are horrible fucking parents. Y'all are horrible people in general. The shit that y'all think is okay shows why people can get children, my nigga. It shows why kids are on social media having no bars, my nigga. These kids are on social media acting grown as fuck in bras and underwear, my nigga. What the fuck are y'all saying? I don't like you bitches. I do not like you bitches in 2026. You hoes are fucking stupid. Y'all will support a young girl being molested, my nigga. Y'all support the most dumb shit. I don't understand. This whole conversation, oh my God, well, men just don't need to think like that. My nigga, you don't know what God has placed on that man's life for him to even think like that. Nigga, sometimes it's a fucking lesson for the women. Change how the fuck you're behaving. Well, no matter what I put on, I'm going to be curvy. Exactly, but don't make it plain in sight. They're not even trying to hide her curves. They're insinuating it. Like, it's, you know what the fuck I mean. I really hate how y'all get up here and y'all want to play emotions into every fucking situation. Every time somebody brings a real topic, here comes the emotions. Here comes the comfortability for the fucking woman. When the
in other words, here I know you hate this word AL, but you know it's the truth. Here come the feelings. Here comes the feelings.
World was not made for the woman. Wake the fuck up. What world do y'all live in? You come to the planet. The planet was not made for you. Y'all keep thinking that y'all are going to make the planet a safe place. You can't, because you can go to a whole different country right now and there's men who have not seen women ever and they going to want to take your ass, fully covered or not. There's women in other countries that can't even show their fucking face. What are y'all saying? I don't like you women. I don't like you hoes. And I don't care about being accepted into the sisterhood. I'd rather stand on the outside of that shit, because the shit that y'all support shows why we are where we are as a community in a.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's go back to my YouTube playlist. And
they have divorce parties now. They celebrate.
Let's go to the next.
Getting with a guy and breaking up with him and breaking
now,
him. Marriage is a low-key hustle.
I'm not against finding a man here. It's not a thing.
Let's go. Let's go to Roly Poly's video here. Now, for those, no, I'm not going to show that picture again. Once again, by the way, like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, support the show, hit the Super Chat, support the show, especially if you don't want me to show that picture again. But
I asked a question when you posted that one AI generated picture of Roly Poly, and I asked you if he had been at a certain individual's parties or frequented them.
I have no idea. If he had been to, you're asking if whether or not he'd been to Diddy's parties. I have no idea. And
well, he looked like he got a few bottles of baby oil somewhere stashed, and that's not illegal.
But let's see if Roly Poly learned anything from having all this scandal. This video is about a day old now, so let's just take a look.
And we've seen massive voting rights cases there. We've seen Governor Ron DeSantis do all he can to restrict access to the ballot. We see a right-wing Supreme Court back him up on his actions. You have a Republican supermajority in that state. And the reason you have a Republican supermajority in Florida.
He had another video. Let's see. Let's go to his videos. It's supposed to be the one with Clyburn.
As long as we're not talking about the time his laptop was open. Or his iPad.
Fair warning. He might say, "Go to my iPad," but that's not what we're looking at.
We better not be talking about his iPad.
Maybe that was the.
This is going to be painful.
Not really.
By the way, in the meantime, I wanted to mention what I want to respond to what that woman was jaw-jacking about the 13-year-old.
Yeah.
First of all, girls have learned from a young age, and that attention is necessary. And from a young age, girls have always wanted to seek attention from everyone. You know, especially those who were considered pretty when they were little or beautiful. Mm-hmm. They've always wanted attention. And those girls, by the time they start entering puberty, when they hit 13, 14, they start saying, "I'm a woman. I'm turning into a woman. I'm a woman now." They be women, but people forget women have a rite of passage they have to go through, just like the men have just like the boys have to go a rite of passage to become men. Yes. The girls, they try to bypass it because, like, girls, why do you think girls like to interact with older guys? Because they're trying to get attention from them. Girls compete in a different way. And just like how young boys, teenage boys like to brag amongst themselves, like they were doing this, that, and the third, girls do the same thing. I mean, do you remember there was an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Will was at a party, right? He goes into one room. He comes out crying. A high school senior comes out. And then who comes out of there? Ashley. He's like, "Baby, no."
Mm-hmm.
When Uncle Phil found out, he flipped out, but Aunt Viv had to explain to him, "I know what Ashley's thinking. When I was her age, I wanted guys to like me."
There are some things there.
Here's the one I wanted to play.
Congressman Jim Clyburn did an interview with Vox, and it rankles some feathers because he spoke about black voters letting Vice President Kamala Harris down. Listen to this.
What lessons did you take from the Biden administration? Like political lessons. Like, was there any political lesson you think there is to take from an administration whose central goal was to stop Donald Trump's return? And here we are.
And he stopped it.
What did you stop? If I'm not mistaken, he is the 47th president of the United States. What did you stop?
I mean, you stopped it and enabled, I think some would argue.
Well, when the white vote turned out 71% 2 years ago, and the black vote turned out 59%, you tell me whose fault that is.
I guess
only 59% of African Americans went to the polls 2 years ago.
And why is that our problem? It's not our fault. You ran a drunk AK who slept her way to the top.
It's tough
That's
for me
competent, man. He says
personally
to fail.
to blame black voters for the last election more than it is to blame President Joe Biden.
That's the fact. It wasn't Joe Biden on the ticket. It was
No, correction. It was Joe Biden on the ticket. Then when everybody found out he was a dementia patient, you took him off the ticket and put Kamala Harris on. Oh, you thought we forgot about that crap?
Kamala Harris on the ticket.
Nobody wanted to see the battle of the senior
107
citizens again.
days after
It
he
was
decided
Kamala
to
Harris on the ticket.
I guess I just wanted to see if there was a clear political.
You playing the role Joe Biden again, but then when that didn't work out, you try to shove Kamala Harris down our throats. But you expect us to take your political views seriously. Get the fuck out of here.
Lesson you took from that moment, and whether you think something applies in this kind of larger democratic rethink after. But I hear you. You're saying that you think it was a media problem.
I'm sorry. I got to go on a rant here for a minute. I got to go. I got to get this rant out. To all the black people, I don't care if you like my political views or not. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to y'all. We don't owe the Democrat Party shit. You sold us a fucking dementia patient with stage 4 cancer and a drunk AKA who slept her way to the top. I don't want to hear shit about voting for a Democrat in 2026 or 2028. Now, is it possible they're going to win? Yeah. Is it possible they're going to take the House and the Senate in 2026? Yeah. Is it possible they can win the presidency in 2028? Yes. But I don't have to vote for them. And we don't owe them our vote. We don't owe y'all shit. You try to sell us a dementia patient. Then when that didn't work out, you try to sell us a drunk AKA who slept their way to the top. Again, why should we take your political views seriously when you try to sell us a fucking dementia patient? Then you want to get mad when everybody voted for the convicted felon. Get the fuck out of here.
It was a branding problem. It was a candidate problem.
I didn't say that. The media had nothing to do with that 59%. If that 59% had been 69%, she would have won.
You don't know that.
I guess so. Is the argument that black people let Kamala Harris down?
Oh, in many instances, absolutely.
Let me just let it keep playing.
If you don't show up to vote, what are you doing?
Is there no valid reason?
Why should we show up to vote for a drunk AKA who slept her way to the top? Why?
I know I didn't. I wasn't showing up. I wasn't giving her my vote. No male, no black, no white male, no heterosexual male from the land of mankind in the United States of America is going to ever vote a woman president. I'm sorry. Hey, it is what it is. They tried one time, you tried 2 times. Y'all can go for a third if y'all want. You still going to get the same results.
Yep.
Why black voters could not have felt heard by the last Democratic election? Is there no valid reason that they would have?
There might be. I'd like to know what it is.
Okay. I forgot the name.
We got Charles Faulkner in the building. Like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, support the show. Hit the super chat to support the show.
I'm on my way to my favorite pastime, going to the harbor, driving down. Saw my good brother, AB Media, continue the Colosseum, 3 generations in when it comes to Black Manosphere, first BGS, part of it more. Now as AB got the helm. Now, we got to talk about this because, when I clicked on your show while driving, safely, respectfully, I have a complaint about something real quick.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that I don't know what that older black guy is, a representative, senator, or
Congressman.
expert.
Representative from South Carolina, representing
James
on the Democrats.
Clyburn. That's his name, James Clyburn.
James Clyburn.
Okay, let's talk turkey for a second. We're gonna put the chicken down and and go shoot some turkey. We might even go down south and shoot some fucking boar while we at it. I got the 5.56 and 300 blackout that'll hit it right between the eyes. No elected officials to say black people failed to bring in somebody you want. Why not talk about how you failed black people?
Exactly.
Because first of all, like a police officer, like a sheriff's deputy, like a firefighter, you're a public servant. You serve us. We don't serve you. Yes,
Exactly.
We're supposed to give respect. You're supposed to respect those who are given authority over you. Yes, but it's supposed to be concurrent. Even though we give them respect, they're supposed to give reverence. Why do we have to vote for who we are when we fought for the right to vote for who we want?
Yes.
See the illegitimate status that a lot of these so-called black leaders have? Why should we be in bed with a cheating wench? You want us to literally get on hand and knee and get down and fucking propose to the Democratic Party once again after we already seen it commit adultery several times within 10 years.
No, Charles, but they want you to fall in love with them all over again and marry, and then throw that 32 carat on their finger while you at it. Yeah. Don't say shit. Just get in the kitchen and cook and clean for them. That's what they want.
They want you to have so many carrots that you goddamn have eagle eyes. You got X-ray vision with all them goddamn carrots. Okay. This is the part that really fucks me up about elected officials. You come with no answers. You use inflated or non-existent stats, and you want to blame black men. Listen, you see how faulty you were 2 elections ago. You literally stole it from Biden. But guess what? Nobody whined when Biden was president, when he got elected, off some fugazi shit. Now, because she's a black woman. She's only black when it's convenient.
Pretty
when
much.
She was running for attorney general, they have commercials of her talking about the first Indian attorney general. Pick a struggle. You can't be both. This is the reason why my fellow combat vet and the retired Army Captain Sandog once said, we need to stop this idolatry because the black community, for it to be so Christian, commits heinous acts of idolatry.
Yes.
Not only with black women, but also with the Democratic Party. Why do we idol worship the Democratic Party when the Democratic Party has given us YNs all around your malls and downtown area? Crime, damn near homelessness. You can't think about this. Your kids are so undereducated that when your grandparents dropped out the 8th grade, that 8th grade education, what they had was the equivalent to a bachelor's today. You literally have people crying because they have a PhD in liberal arts and can't find a job. Who the fuck is hiring you?
Correction, Charles. They have multiple PhDs and still can't find a job.
And then it's not only because you don't have the skill, it's also because your personality sucks.
Oh yeah, that too.
So when we look at this fucking phenomenon, we gotta say something very quickly, folks. Why are we listening to people that benefit off of our destruction? How much money are all these senators and congressmen and representatives, what is their net worth ever since they started and what they are now?
Well,
how the fuck you go in, making $100,000, $120,000, $150,000, and
leave out a million.
come out worth $50 million, $100 million. That's called insider
Pelosi like that.
Yeah. Just a minute. Just a moment.
That's
Just a
called
moment,
fucking
Charles.
insider trading. Hold on. That's called insider trading. And last time I checked, that's supposed to be fucking illegal.
That's an SEC charge.
They should be all. They should all be fucking in prison right now. Go ahead, neighbor.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but here's something that I would say that sums up y'all's frustration. And I remember plenty of comments that said this. Members of Congress, instead of wearing those suits and everything they wear, they should be wearing those jumpsuits like NASCAR drivers. Because emblazoned on it, it would tell you who has endorsements and campaign contributions from what entities, what lobbying groups, what companies, who are they backed by, so we realize who these people are and whose interests they really support, they really represent. NASCAR jumpsuits with all their sponsors on them.
You know what's even more sad? You know what's even sadder than that, Namer? That you literally got motherfuckers. You literally got motherfuckers who allow people like major cigarette companies, major drug companies to literally sell the American people poison that any other fucking half-decent, sometimes second world and third world country would not allow in their country to poison people. And right now, I call a lot of these motherfuckers seditious traitors. I call them seditious traitors. How the fuck do you knowingly and willingly poison the American people, miseducate the American people, and still get voted in? I don't condone violence, but last time I checked, in other countries, people were hung for this shit. I'm just saying.
You would be executed in multiple ways for this shit. You'd be charged with treason. You'd be sentenced, and the only thing you get if you're convicted was capital punishment.
And this is disgusting because guess what? How did so many of these places have ties to other countries? How? But yet we're supposed to be beholden to a party. You're not supposed to be beholden to a party. That's the American way.
Is it Allsted? What's that brother's name? Okay.
I have felt heard by the last Democratic election. Is there no valid reason that they would have?
There might be. I'd like to know what it is.
Okay. I forgot the name. Is it Allsted? What's that brother's name? What's his name?
Wesley Allsted.
Y'all give me his name. So Allsted, okay, all right. I think he used to work for the New York Times, and now he's with Vox. Okay. Rebecca, Derek, and the board. Here's why I think that brother has no clue what Clyburn is talking about.
All right, here we go.
What Clyburn said is what the hell I've been saying for a long time, and which we've been saying. That is,
it's not our job to kiss the Democrat Party's ass, damn it.
There are more white people in America. There are more white people in America. Which means that in the...
Go ahead, Charles.
Here's my shit. Why should I be beholden to a party that the only representation are a bunch of fucking conniving black women and a bunch of sissies?
Well...
And not every gay man is a sissy, okay?
That's true.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of cowards.
Because James Baldwin might have been gay, but he wasn't no sissy.
Yeah.
Because a sissy's a coward.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many times this man went up on national platforms all around the country and all around the world speaking about his people and putting his neck on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see this shit with the Democratic Party.
Nope. Oh, they put their neck on the line, but they do it.
You don't see these motherfuckers put their neck on the line. Not even for their constituents. Think about it. We had our goddamn mayor in Baltimore walk with the governor in Park Heights. Of course you're going to walk when you got all your fucking mayoral and gubernatorial executive protection. You have state troopers and police officers guarding you, and you cleared out the block days ago to make sure it was safe for those people to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Walk it on a normal day, and we see how fucking fast shit will change.
Absolutely.
Think about this for a second. When you look at this clown, he wants to blame, there's more white people. No, you can't blame black men. Black men have been told for goddamn decades they're a separate entity from black women and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
When does a black man will carries over? When does it?
You tell me.
So tell me why the Democratic Party and the black community, why can't they look at and say, well, it's not fair what's happened to black men when it comes to child custody and child support?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't they say it's not fair what happened to black men when it comes to incarceration?
Well,
why can't they say it's not fair that only 8% of boys when they reach the 8th grade can read on level?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck the shit that's supposed to matter doesn't?
It's interesting you guys bring this up. No, go ahead. Finish what you want to say.
You want black men to come to the table? Well, you better give us some tangible shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're tired of hope. Hope don't pay the bills. Neither the sweet talking.
Mm-hmm.
And don't throw pussy in our faces, because pussy make you lose more money than a fucking casino. Go ahead,
Oh yeah. What I wanted to mention was earlier today, if I can mention, plug in our brother's stream earlier today, which I took part in, Inspired Truth, and we were talking about political systems, how they operate. And I did mention something that was really important. Now, are we all familiar with Brifo's law, right? Are we all familiar with it?
No.
Enlighten us.
Brifo's law, in the years we've been discussing gynocentrism, okay, Brifo's law, coined by Dr. Robert Brifo in one of his books in the early 1910s. He said, "It is the female, not the male, who determines the animal family, where the female can derive no benefit, no association with the male takes place." And then there's these 3 addendums that were added by folks in the ministry, so specifically the MGTOWs. Number 1, the association is null and void once the female gains the benefit. Number 2, past benefit does not guarantee future association. In other words, women operate on the basis of what have you done for me lately. And whatever you did in the past doesn't matter. This is a new contract. Number 3.
But the rent.
Oh yeah, that one too. Hey, you might as well get a JOB if you want to be with me. But anyway, you gotta love the 80s.
Yeah, let's
the third addendum. Yeah, and the third addendum is
places where we have a lot of black people. We have to over-index. Well, Clyburn is I've been using. You heard Clyburn say 71% of whites. I've been using that 70% marker, where I say that should be the minimum number of a black turnout. And
why should we turn out for a drunk AK who slept their way to the top? Why should we turn out for a party that doesn't do shit for our community? Why should we turn out at 70% for what?
like let's talk brass tacks for the last 30 years, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it the Democratic Party, a then Democratic senator, a then Democratic president, who gave us 3 strikes and you're out? Wasn't it a Democratic fucking president who started
He was a
welfare
senile.
reform, which fucked black men over?
Yep.
You gave all the benefits to black women but you incarcerated black men, and then you're supposed to take those same black men you incarcerated and told them to pick yourself up by your bootstrap, but you left them barefoot.
Yeah.
Now, let's go 20 years. About 15, 20. You have the so-called first black president try to shame, hey, you got to take care of them kids. You got to be better men. How the fuck can we be better men when you give us scraps? How do you build muscle when all you give us drool?
Charles, we told him this election that just came up and passed. The black men told him we are voting our own interests, period, point blank. So if they didn't buckle up and accept what the fuck was coming, that's not our fault. Because look, we told you we got out that reservation a long time ago. We not voting with Mammy and Auntie and Grammy and none of that shit no more. We not going that way. We using our heads, and if neither party was any good, we was gonna sit on the couch too. We didn't give a damn. I was talking to my ex-wife the other day. She got real hot at me talking about, so you didn't vote. I said the last 2 elections, I voted my own interests. If it wasn't benefiting me, I didn't give a damn. And I meant it. I'm talking about she was like, I'm gonna rescind my marriage proposal to you. I say, well, God damn it, you do what you gotta do.
I mean, here's my shit. I've said this for a long time. Your disrespect is not my burden to bear, nor my cross to carry. Kiss my entire black ass if I don't get something out the deal. Is it wrong that black men say it? No. Because it's about damn time black men said it. Because now, when you actually state that I want something, guess what happens? You get benefits. People listen to you. People actually have to acquiesce to you. People have to literally do what? They have to respect your vote. And for the longest time, what did you do? Not respect our vote. It was a given. That's why you never seen these.
Yeah, shitted on our vote is what you did. The male black vote. You shitted on it for decades.
Took y'all for granted.
You thought as soon as you got the black woman, the black man was guaranteed. Well, guess what? It's a brand new fucking day.
Brand new day.
Pun intended, Spider-Man. So think about it. Like this Spider-Man movie, I think it's the best Marvel movie since Endgame. You know why? Because why? Because Spider-Man stopped acting like a boy, and he had to take the accountability, the responsibility, and the consequences of being a man. A man. Guess what? You fucked around. You had to take all the shit that he had to take from when he was with Doctor Strange. He had to take all that shit. You had to, because a man traditionally has to deal with what? Sacrifice.
Yes.
How long did the black man sacrifice and got shit forward? So
they expect you to John Henry all this.
We're supposed to be, once again, the heroic sacrificial lamb that gets shit for his money and vote. Well, you know what? The black community said in unison. Well, the black men in unison said this. I'll be goddamned. And guess what? I don't blame.
I'll say it. I don't care what it is. I don't care what state. I don't care what city. It needs to be 70%. And I've been saying that.
And
because I go to my iPad. So this is the results of the election 2024. So I look at Michigan. Trump got 2,816,636 votes, 49.73%. Kamala Harris got 553,000 votes. But Trump wins by 80,103 votes. So I'm gonna look at Georgia. So if I do the math here, in Georgia, Trump got 2,663,117 votes. Harris got 2,548,017 votes. So Trump wins Georgia by 115,000. Then if I go to Wisconsin, okay, Milwaukee. So Trump wins Wisconsin, 1,697 votes and 626. Harris gets 1,668 votes and 229. So Trump wins Wisconsin by 29,397 votes. I think North Carolina was around 180,000. So if you start doing the math and you start looking at how many blacks didn't vote in Georgia in 2024, how many blacks didn't vote in North Carolina, and you see it right
again. Whose fault is that?
And by the way, let's look at the black populations. Some of your black population can't vote. Remember that 3 strikes you're out shit where you took away the rights of people? Remember, you got youth, so a lot of your numbers are going to be skewed any fucking way.
Right here.
Somebody cut that dumb
Georgia.
That's what I look at when I look at this motherfucker. Cut his mic off, because when you look at it, maybe it showed you that blacks are not fucking forgiving anymore. Shit, fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah. By the way, like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, support the show. Hit the Super Chat, support the show.
16 electoral college votes. North Carolina was 16 electoral college votes. Wisconsin was 10 electoral college votes. Okay? So that's 42 electoral college votes. All right? And so when you start looking at math, we have to be maximizing our power. Now, what I believe Clyburn should have also said is that not that black people let Vice President Kamala Harris down. They raised nearly $2 billion.
They raised over $2 billion, actually.
The challenge should be, Rebecca, to the leadership of her campaign. If your ass knew you needed a huge black turnout, why were you throwing bullshit concerts and not putting that money on the ground with paid staff in Georgia? I talked to people who said they did not get mailers in Georgia. I talked to
that sounds like a personal problem to me.
Staff who said they had, I'm talking about people who worked on the campaign in Georgia who said it was a struggle. I dealt with people when we took the show to North Carolina and talked about the issues that they had trying to get the campaign to focus on. So
on top of selling us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer and a drunk AK who stepped to the way to the top, you're telling us you think you couldn't even spend the money right to properly campaign, and we're supposed to take you seriously? Get the fuck anyway.
East North Carolina, the Black Belt, versus West North Carolina. And so, Rebecca, I say all of that because I believe that we have to challenge ourselves as black people to not sit elections out because, again, as we just laid out in the previous segment, we are absolutely on the menu.
We're always on the menu. What else is new?
We on the menu. We the appetizer.
We've always been on the menu.
We the entree, we the dessert, and we the before and after drink. We on the table. But what I need Congressman Clyburn to say and name check Jen O'Malley Dillon, Stephanie Cutter, David Pluff, Quentin Folks, and also that PAC that raised billions of dollars that would not even return emails or text messages from me personally. So I know they weren't talking to other black people. The Democratic infrastructure has to own up to their failure about properly going after funding and targeting their core voters. Go ahead and weigh in.
So I don't like the framing that Herndon used. I also didn't like the 2023 hit piece that he wrote about Kamala Harris when he was still at the New York Times.
Oh, we all remember that one.
The New York Times used him. So I don't like the framing of the question. Also, respectfully to
what's wrong with the framing of the question? You blaming black voters for Kamala Harris losing? What's wrong with the framing of the question? You didn't learn anything from losing this last election? What's wrong with that question? I know. I'm using way too much logic.
Mr. Clyburn, I remember what he said election night. I remember it clearly what he said election night.
For folks who don't remember, what was it?
I remember what he said on camera and off camera. I remember the names that he was checking of those who did things that sabotaged the vice president's campaign. There was definitely political malfeasance that was practiced by different consultants and folks who were in senior positions on that campaign. It wasn't just all white senior people on that campaign. There were also people in blackface who did things that undermined the efficacy of that campaign. The candidate herself, when you listen to her book, 107 Days, whether she wrote it directly or it was partially ghostwritten, I decided to listen to an audio book. And because she read it herself, that means she co-signed everything that's inside that book. I would say after listening to that book through audio book, I also walked away and it confirmed different things that I observed about the campaign, but I also questioned some of her decision making in the campaign, including people that she fired or kept on, didn't keep on, people she listened to. So there are some things there. That said, also, I'm an attorney. Also, I lead a national voting rights organization. I understand the patchwork of bad bills, policies, executive orders, court decisions that have impacted and have put more friction into our system that disproportionately make it harder for Black voters to vote. If those voter restrictions weren't on the books in 2024, do I think Black voter participation would have been a lot higher? Absolutely. So I'm not going to just turn to Black voters and say, hey, Black people, you didn't do enough here, when I understand the other issues that has contributed to stagnant turnout for Black folks. And as a former campaign manager and political strategist, I also understand that strategically, if the Black vote was a higher percentage in certain states, like in Michigan, in North Carolina, in Pennsylvania, in Georgia, in different battleground areas, then I absolutely do think that the result of 2024 will be different. So for me, my answer is layered.
Yep.
Because
there's no silver bullet, no one thing that caused the problem. And see, Derek, Quincy Alexander in the chat says Roland needs to let it go and focus on the 2026 midterms, particularly the House and the Senate. See, Quincy, what you're telling me is you don't watch this show. What you're actually telling on yourself. Because see, Quincy, I have said on this show that if you repeat the strategy in 2026 that you did in 2024, that you did in 2022, their ass is toast. I'm sorry, Quincy. Please, who else has consistently yelled and screamed that Democrats are going to have to spend 4 times as much time, 4 times as much money targeting Black people. I'm sorry, Quincy, you weren't at the table when I said that directly to Vice President.
Oh, don't worry. They'll give us another Get Your Booty to the Polls video eventually.
Kamala Harris at the Vice President's mansion when she met with Black men. I was there. You weren't. Quincy?
Gee, I wonder why she met with your sassy ass. I wonder why she met with you, of all people.
You weren't there when I said the exact same thing, when I criticized that raggedy ass Blacks for Biden rollout in Philadelphia, where they did not aggressively have Black-owned media there, where they invited Governor Westmore, Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin, Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott, and at the event, they had one person introducing Biden and Harris, and that wasn't even Sherelle Parker, the mayor of Philadelphia. It wasn't even the sister who is now the Speaker of the House. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I doing a roll call here? See,
I mean, not having the mayor there might have been a good thing.
And Quincy, just so you know, I specifically lit up the deputy campaign manager, Quentin Folks. I lit up their Black media person, as well as one of their Black press secretaries, saying, what the hell kind of rollout was this? See, Quincy, what you don't understand is they spent about $22 million on Black-owned media, and BET got $9.3 million of the $22 million. So, Quincy, the reason I'm bringing it up is so you don't repeat the same thing in 2026, because we now know BET is owned by right-winger David Ellison.
No shit. It's been owned by white people. That's why they got the money. Oops, did I say that out loud? BET's been owned by white people. What are you talking about, Roland? It didn't start. It's been owned by white people for over 20 years now.
Does BET have a news show? No, they don't. So why would you spend millions of dollars with them more than any other Black-owned media entity when you try to turn out Black people? See, Quincy, you can't forget the past. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to go to you, Derek. Quincy and others who think like you cannot lay out a future path unless you examine the past and the present to then say, we need a new template for the future. Mm-hmm. So you have to look back, Quincy, not just at 24, 22, you actually have to go back to 08 when the Obama campaign team completely obliterated the Black infrastructure that was within the Democratic National Committee, the Black infrastructure that had been put in place after Reverend Jackson's runs in 84 and 88, that was put in place, that was a negotiation with the Dukakis campaign, that was put in place by Ron Brown, the first Black chair of a major political party, that was also put in place by Dr. Ron Walters as well, Howard University, University of Maryland. So Quentin, you don't understand. What you don't understand is that the Obama campaign, the white folks running it, what the white strategists did was they just figured we can just roll Obama out and they're gonna vote no, not realizing that Black folks voted the way we did in 2008, 2012 because of him. His popularity doesn't transfer to everybody else. So the reality is, if you want to study the Obama presidency, the election in 08 and 12, you actually have to look at it as an anomaly because he was the first.
I actually agree with Roland to a degree on this one because I honestly think that's a butthurt blues problem. I'm not going to say their names, but I think that's their problem. They're still expecting everybody to go off Obama's pop. They're still trying to act like it's 2008, 2012 when it's 2026. And Obama's not as popular as he used to be, so his word don't mean much. Case in point, the last election, he tried to shame black men into voting for Kamala Harris, and we told him to go kick rocks. But anyway, somebody want to say something?
It's called the nail in the coffin.
Yep.
Actually, that was the biggest nail in the coffin for Obama. Farming Kamala Harris, that shaming the black men.
Now, Quentin, the reason I don't look at the Obama election as an anomaly, because I believe when we as black people show our power, then we can prove that we can do it. And I know y'all may not understand this, Quentin. Others may understand this.
Wait a minute.
But I remember when I was at the...
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Who said we didn't?
Yeah.
Who said we didn't? We didn't want the same old trash, infecting our brains.
That's something Roland's not going to talk about. The majority of black people didn't come out to vote. Oops, I say that out loud. Go ahead, Charles.
Line ball shit. We did what we had to do. Guess what? Why do you think DEI had to go? Because white women will benefit from it. Why do you think that? But guess how many jobs black men got?
None. Zilch. Zero. Nada.
Black men actually started getting jobs once DEI went down. Because why? You spent 50 years focusing on women. China has, 15 to 20 years on you when it comes to engineering? You have no fucking infrastructure, you fucking idiots.
Nope.
Not to mention how backed up is the bureaucracy, the bureaucracy, and all the red tape, and how much time has been elapsed.
For any young black men out there, and you're not going into computer science, I highly recommend you get into the trades, because those are going to be your next millionaires over the next 20 years, more than likely. Infrastructure. Like I said, like the title says, we need to stay ahead of the curve and let everybody else FA and FO.
What, they don't need any more black men doing the engineering? Or administration and stuff like that?
Say that again?
He said computer science or the trades. What, is it brothers, we don't need no more, y'all don't need any more brothers in engineering and finance?
Engineering too, my bad. Engineering, yes.
Also, you need you need people, accounting, cost accounting especially.
Remember, slow down. That falls under the trades. Engineering falls electrician, all that falls under the trade technically.
That's a right call position. I mean, you're still going to need people who understand administration. You're going to need people who work in public service and get this bureaucracy working where it needs to be, and streamline this shit and make sure everybody's working efficiently. Yeah. And somebody, you better have some cost accountants who do some federal auditing and go like, where is this money being spent? Fuck those. Get some actual credible auditors to look at this shit. Yeah, I said it. Credible auditors.
Alice Weekly. And Derek Zabor and Rebecca, y'all gonna really love this. My man Kelvin Bass, good brother. He's working for Texas State Senator Royce West, been with him probably 15, 20 years. So Kelvin was a staff writer at the Dallas Weekly. God rest the soul of Jim Washington, who was the publisher. So I signed Kelvin the front page article on Erykah Badu. Now, Kelvin knew Erykah's grandmother. And so Kelvin turns in this story. And I was amazed, Derek, because I barely had to edit the story. I mean, I'm talking about sentence structure. It had rhythm. It was flowing. Normally I had to reconstruct some of his stuff, but I barely had to touch it. Was the board the next week? It was some story, wasn't the front page, and he turned it in, and it was pure shit. So I said, Kelvin, come holler at me. I said, what the hell is this? He said, what you mean? I said, last week you turned in a story I barely had to edit. This week, Rebecca, I said, you turned in some trash. So what that tells me is you didn't give a damn about this week's story because you didn't put the same care into it like you did last week. I said, Kelvin, you remember that scene? Y'all, I'm about to cuss, so everybody watching, I'm just gonna let y'all know I'm about to cuss. Y'all remember that scene from Menace to Society? When Bill Duke said, now you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. I told Kelvin that. I said, Kelvin, here's the problem. Last week, you showed me that you can actually do it. The problem is that's now the standard that I expect of you. So what I'm arguing, Derek, is that if Black people showed America in 2008 and 2024 that we have the ability to turn out in a massive way. And as we all know, in 2000 and...
Well, if you want to see that, you have to earn our vote first, dummy. We're not going to do it for you automatically. Fuck that shit.
12, go to my iPad. Black people voted that we are the blue line, white folks are the black line. This is 2012. We actually voted at a higher percentage than white people did for the first time in American history. All I'm asking, Derek, for Black folks is replicate what you already did. And
how about no? How about we get tangibles first?
It's not a good idea.
Kiss the Democrat Party's ass for you.
How about you just say, no, I don't want to do it. I'm not interested. My heart's not in it. I don't want to do this. Sorry, give it to somebody else. Find yourself another sucker.
Go ask Latinos to do that. Oh, wait, but you ain't going to do that.
What you did in 2008 and 2000.
No, there's more of them there's more of them than there are of us.
And in 12, yo, we cannot just win the White House. We can win statewide offices. That means that we can take control of the North Carolina Supreme Court. We could actually win statewide in Texas. I know all these people out here running their mouths, talking about Tallarico. Okay, be Crockett. Y'all, the primary is over. If you telling me who I got to pick between Ken Paxton and James Tallarico, that ain't even a conversation. You damn right I'm saying vote Tallarico. Because I know how evil Paxton is. So I think what Clyburn is saying, and I would have said it a little bit differently, what I would have said to Black people is, show our power every election. And when we do, we can turn up and turn out.
You're exactly. Okay, but we can also show our power by not showing up, which means you didn't do enough. Anyway.
They're right, Roland. And what you're saying is we just need to maximize our capacity and our power. Your chart is very clear. Jay-Z said men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. In 2008, our Black voter turnout was 65.2%. In 2012, the Black voter turnout was 66.6%. But after that, in 2016, 59.6, 2020, 62.6, and 2024, 60%. And so the Democratic Party,
right?
Go
it's
ahead.
Like insert your favorite football team here. You know, AL is probably a Houston Royalist, now Texans fan. Just like I'm a hardcore Ravens fan myself. Matter of fact, I'm downtown at the harbor looking at, hallowed be his name, Ray Lewis, Cal Ripken, and Michael Phelps on these towers right by the water, right by the pier.
Mm-hmm.
It's like talking about the glory days of your favorite team, but your team hasn't won in like 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Don't talk about the Cowboys like that.
Well, that's 30, almost 40 years, nigga. So
30 years.
So at some point, and anybody who played a sport knows, if what I'm doing is wrong, then I need to reevaluate what I'm doing, correct?
Yes.
And if you have not addressed the grievances of black men, those rates will be lower, lower, lower. Hell, well-thinking black women are now saying, wait a minute, because not all black women are gynocentric, right?
Very true.
Very few, but very true. And they're like, wait a minute. I love my boys. I love my husband. I love my brothers. I love my father. I love my grandfather. I love my uncles.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you putting people in office that fucks with them? If I'm going to give my son a better chance, guess what? Your son literally has a better chance under Trump than somebody who was arresting, who was prosecuting people who had sickle cell children and locking up the parents.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, if you actually talk to black men and not talk at them. Let's look at this. You have no voting, no fucking. That's what you think of us? Why don't you do that to Jews?
Oh,
Chinese.
I'm glad you mentioned no voting, no fucking, Charles, because one of the rappers in that, that fruity dude, Saucy Santana, just came out and said that kids like to F them, insinuating that, you messing with kids. Oh, okay.
So that's grooming. So,
and these bitches are trying to defend them.
But yet, notice they call people gay, but the way you, like that one female that fucked up Chingy's career.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned her, Sydney Starr. She just got arrested for messing with a 14-year-old.
Messing with a 14-year-old male. And you're a grown-ass man. Let's just say what you were born as.
Yes.
And you should be locked underneath the jail.
Yes.
If I was Chingy, I'd be dancing a two-step and get my lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
Notice they use sexuality to shame black men, but these are their best friends. These are their friends, right?
Yep.
The same motherfucker you trying to shame, but yet you don't hear the same heifers condoning, oh, you should, embarrass.
Oh, no, they're trying to defend Saucy Santana. He didn't mean it like that. Really?
See, the problem is they allowed this fuckery in the home.
Yes.
They allowed this shit. Black men didn't allow this fucking witchcraft, this fucking, sodomy, this fucking sexual deviancy. They didn't allow that. That was y'all. Y'all the ones saying, I'm proud of my gay sons, proud of my gay daughters. If just so happens your child, first and foremost, your child should not pick their sexuality until they're an adult. That's an adult decision. I don't give a fuck if they're 15. No. What are you doing having sex anyway? What are you doing? Does it happen? Yeah, but that's an adult decision, dude.
Yes.
People be like, well, I said at some point, you complain about black men dating who are 40 dating 20-year-olds, 20-something-year-olds, but yet you say that, oh, that's a little girl, but you don't say shit about the Sydney Star. See, this is the reason why you're not respected. They're a bunch of fucking hypocrites. And we're supposed to listen to these type of people? Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here. Roland, first of all, Roland Martin's the only man who's more faithful to the Democratic Party than his own wife, obviously.
Well, evidently he's more faithful to having his side chick stick her fingers up his ass, but that's a whole other story.
I mean, you already seen what a screensaver is.
Oh well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, he might have a side chick with a little transformer. Transformer.
Yeah. Her identity hasn't been officially confirmed yet. So yeah, and Tasha K pointed out that he made it clear that it was a woman. It wasn't a dude. It was a woman. I was like, I maybe said,
Transformers, more than meaty eyes.
Yeah.
Transformers got meat between their thighs. I'm just saying. Because he represents a party that openly represents this shit. And
yes.
remember how
sausage and panties. Anyway.
This is the same guy who championed Obama, who did more for gay people than black people. And I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to call him black because we're so willing to put the label black on anybody.
Yes.
That he can't be black if he's not ADOS. He can be African. He can be black if he's down for the cause.
If I'm not mistaken, he's Haitian.
So you telling me, wait a minute. It's different if you had a guy like Neymar from Eritrea come over here and he fights for the rights of black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Marcus Garvey was Jamaican, and he was down
still
for the
black
black
either
cause.
way.
He was the blackest motherfucker here, and I'm not talking about skin color. What about Harry Belafonte?
Mm-hmm.
Sidney Poitier. But yet we have people cosplaying black, and guess what? The black, people who have dark skin but don't represent us, nor was raised by us, nor know the struggle of black Americans, and undermine it. That's what I call you're not really black. Think about it. You were raised by two fucking grandparents that were not black. You dated nothing but Jewish girls. You were not black. But only skin color? What did we always say in the black community? Everybody who's skin folk ain't kinfolk?
Yep.
So that tells you how easy it is to infiltrate the black community.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Detroit, you get a
cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You better thank you, donuts.
Like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, support the show, hit the Super Chat and support the show. Hit the Cash App. I haven't got any Cash Apps today. Hit the Cash App, support the show.
And that's part of the thing, Detroit. The couch should be the president of the United States because he got the most voice. This is the reason why third party should rule the world.
You can't have a duopoly.
The reason why, when you have a duopoly, or I like to call it a duality, because that's basically what it is. Vote for this person because I'm better. Vote for this person, I'm better. The more options you have, think about it. Pro wrestling was at its height during the late 90s, the 96 to about 2000.
Right.
Who won? The fans did, because that was the start of when you had what? The NWO,
WW, NWO,
Bret Hart,
DX.
The Rock, you had DX, and even before that, for some of my older
Nation.
folks, you had the Nation. Think about this, right? I will even tell you, there were times when 1990 WCW NWA was killing it. Why? The greatest Japanese influence of all time, the great Muda, was in second. The second only to Muda is Jushin Thunder Liger. Sorry.
I remember Jushin Thunder Liger in WCW.
So
he was.
About it. How innovative were these motherfuckers when we looking at it and we're saying, dude, we're getting all this innovative shit.
Don't forget also WCW's collaboration with AAA on several occasions, resulting
Yeah.
in so many luchadors coming, as well
You
as New
had
Japan.
you had Psychosis, you had Yuji Nagata, you had the
You just
Ultimo Dragon. The Ultimo Dragon had
you
one of the
had
best runs.
La Parca with the chair.
I mean, I want you to think.
Mm-hmm. Hello? Uh-oh. Did I go out?
No,
Oh, Charles will be back. Yeah. But to what Charles is alluding to, you had freedom of choice. It wasn't an either or. But this is also reflects what George Carlin said. You don't have you don't have leaders, you have owners. The United States in itself has been.
Yeah, speaking of another choice, though.
All right, guys. Really interesting. A while back, I told you that Tucker Carlson was talking about starting a third party. This was after he announced that he was leaving the Republican Party. There has been a meeting with himself, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey, and of course, Joe Kent, who obviously resigned from the.
Go ahead. That was just making a point. Back then, the fans won because you had so much variety. You had the Japanese influence, the American influence, the Canadian influence from the heart. You had Gentleman Chris Adams, Lord Stephen Reed, David Taylor
from England.
You had the American influence. You had
the Mexican. You had also the Puerto Rican as well, in the forms of the Colon family. By the way, when it comes to Canada, don't forget you also have two other families: the Duprees, the Rougeau, the fabulous Rougeau brothers. Hard-fought Nation Rougeau, great rival right there.
And trust me, the Rougeaus can wrestle their ass off just as much as the Hearts. You had the British Bulldog. You had Dynamite Kid.
Yes.
And you had Psychosis, Rey Mysterio Jr. You had Silver King.
La Parca. La Parca. El Dandy.
El Dandy. You had all
Chico Play.
You got to think about it. You had Yuji Nagata, Ultimo Dragon, Great Muta, Jushin Thunder Liger. I mean, you had
Kensuke Sasaki, Masahiro Chono.
My favorite one of my top 3 favorite of all times, Suzuki goddamn Sasaki. You had Masa, my hero, Chono. The Mafia kick was a motherfucker. You had, which was the big 3, Suzuki, Masa, and Muta. So you had all this influence. Even compared to WWF, even though I was a fan of WWF, but compared to that, you had so many flavors. You had, so the fans were winning because guess what? Styles made fights even if they're choreographed. Think about it. It's like, this is the problem with American politics. It's too big of a two-party system where you're going to have to take all the other independent systems and amalgamate it to the point where you're going to have to make a bigger third. Instead of saying we got this party, we're going to have to come together like fucking Voltron to make a bigger third party. That way you can see who really has the vote. Because now, if you have a third party, that means people need to get their shit together because, there's a new nigga coming in town.
Yeah, you got it. It's not just a third party. You need 4th, 5th, 6th.
Trump administration.
You need more.
To get this ball moving.
Before you finish, AB. Am I making sense with my pro wrestling analogy? You had more substance. You had more things the fans could choose from. You had more to get from, and it was a better quality product. Now everybody.
It was the viewers' market. It was a viewers' market, not a promoter's market.
Exactly. Now, what's the problem with pro wrestling? There are no stars. Everybody wrestles the same. Nobody's done there. Nobody, because you have training holes, which benefits a lot of people. But what made Chris Jericho great? What made Owen Hart great? What made Bret Hart great? They had to go from territory to territory, country to country to learn different styles.
Different styles and learn how to be better with their mic skills. It wasn't just in the ring, on the mic, promoting themselves, everything.
Exactly. Even Hulk Hogan wrestled totally different than he did in America when he was in Japan.
Dory Funk was a heel in the U.S. but in Japan, he was a face. And because he was a face in Japan, he had to wrestle differently, but also he had to appear differently. He had to be clean shaved when he was competing in Japan because he was a face.
And rest in peace to Dory Funk Jr.
Yeah, he just
No, sorry,
passed
I
away.
said Terry Funk. I meant to say Terry Funk. But Dory Funk Jr., God rest his soul. I was talking about Terry. But go on.
One of the greats in the NWA system. And you see what I mean for all you people who not wrestling aficionados. If you were there in the 90s as a kid, because we're 82 babies, and obviously
82.
83, and obviously 83, you looked at guys and you could see the difference in styles and you gravitated like, dude, you put this guy
And personalities.
and personalities. Now the problem with pro wrestling now is the same problem with the UFC. Everybody looks generic.
They've taken. Go ahead.
Mixed martial arts, sports itself, look generic. Was there a stark difference in the play of Jordan versus Tim Duncan? Yes.
Yes.
Shaq versus the Admiral. Yes.
Yeah.
So look at all the athletes now. The only
Chris Webber versus Kobe.
Yeah. The only standout, think about it, LeBron fucked up the league. When Kobe hit the fucking floor and say, let's go one-on-one, what did LeBron do? He passed the ball. You couldn't do that to Jordan.
And he would flop, just like James Harden, just like what's his name, Kyrie Irving. A lot of these guys are absolute
Tucker Carlson has
crybabies.
apparently laid out a 10-point plan that this party would be about. Like, it would be comprised of these 10 points. The focus here tends to be more on economics, obviously, and also, of course, being anti-war, being against the wars. He also said something recently on his show about the problems that America has and what America needs to fix. So I want to go ahead and get started with some of the things that he said on his show. Then we're going to go through that 10-point plan. And I'm going to tell you what I think about this, because this has been done before. There was a party called the People's Party, for those who are not familiar. And it was similar in respects where the goal was to bring the left and right together over these core economic issues. They were also anti-war. And from what I understand from Tucker Carlson and Joe Kent has been making appearances recently. He talked about this on Piers Morgan. He talked about it on TYT. And Joe Kent said they want the left and the right to be together with this party. So it kind of reminds me of the People's Party a little bit. So let's go ahead and get into some of the things that he said. And I'm going to tell you what I think the pros and the cons are about this. And some of the hurdles I think that they may run into, and some of the things that other parties have run into that they probably won't run into. Check it out.
We didn't create our own lives, but we're responsible for them while we're here, despite our many connections to other people. In the end, the promise is a free man gets to make free decisions. You can't be forced, I don't know, to take some experimental medicine you don't want. No one can force you to do that. How could they force you? That means you're not in control. You don't own yourself. And if you don't own yourself, who does? So sovereignty is at the core of the country, of any country, but particularly ours. And it's not just a question of the person's relationship to the government. It's the person's relationship, I don't know, to the banks. How can a sovereign person be underwater in debt?
So this is a big one. Once he started talking about debt and the banks, I think this is something that does need to be said a lot more. There's a lot of Americans that are in debt. And a lot of times I think when we hear debt, the automatic trigger tends to be, for a lot of people, student loan debt. But there's all different types of debt. There's a lot of people that are in medical debt because their health insurance plan wouldn't cover, enough of their treatment, or they don't have health insurance. And maybe they tried for Obamacare or something and that didn't cover whatever. You guys get where I'm going here. There's all different types of debt that people run into. Some people have what I call renter's debt.
Look, I'm getting tired. If y'all want to watch the rest of that video, you can do so later. I'll put it in
all means.
I'll put it in
what she's talking about here, yeah. But what she's talking about here is absolutely accurate, because for the past, almost 20, 25 years, people have, even 30 years in some cases, people found themselves up to their eyeballs in debt, whether it's a mortgage, car note, bank loan, medical debt, like she said, credit card debts, student loan debts. Debt peonage has been a way for those in power to keep the masses in check. It's a means of control by having somebody indebted to you.
Yes.
And some people don't realize that.
Yeah, but I've been a little tired, folks. So, but and I'm at approximately 3 hours now. So, I'd like to thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. To support the channel, hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified the next time I upload a live stream, video, or short. And always remember, guard your image, guard your peace, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.